From a certain point of view.
It wasn't
Lies
so
of
much
omission,
lies, but he had told my sister and your daughter that basically just hand waved that Raz was defective or something.
I love how much you're
Sounds
because of your
alright.
character. I love how much you're like filling in blanks that I haven't said. It makes me happy. Well, we'll do a recap, so I don't need to tell you guys everything.
Well,
but
the fact that
we'll
my
do this.
sister defended this man's actions.
Okay, I think we're
All right, if you
live.
haven't already, while you think of your fun fact, go and tell anyone wherever that we're live so they can come watch us if they want to. I know some people try to catch our VODs because we're so fucking behind. And I'm sorry. If y'all are okay, I'm going to announce the plan about putting it on on the
I'm
printer.
never
Okay,
okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Sarah, you can't give Brody that ammunition. Come on. You know better.
I know.
I can hear myself.
Why am I hearing that
Someone's
comment?
watching the stream.
Why am I?
Okay, that's not on my
That
end,
was
right?
me. I apologize. No, it was me.
Okay.
Okay.
It was me. I thought I'd turned the volume off on my phone. I did not. That was
Everything
me.
people can't see on here. No. Oh, fuck.
Yay. Just
I think
the
hold on.
casual flex of the leather dragon in the back.
I don't know
So
if
cool.
I don't know if this is
Dude,
that was so good.
an Ethan controlling Riverside thing or if it's just an Aaron thing. But could we get Aaron's gain down a smidge because last couple
I
of
can
times
turn
you
it
talked,
down.
you were a lot louder than everybody else, and that's probably the stream is gonna be.
Say something. I've just turned
Dude,
my
that
volume
is-
Perfect.
down.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
that's really
Just
good.
ever so
I know that
slightly.
I had to turn mine
Just a
right up because
smidge.
for whatever reason no one could hear me last time.
Everybody do a selfie for me. Say cheese.
What?
Cheese.
You know, between all of us, we could create some kind of like harmonic choir. We should have a
No.
singing episode.
I did-
I'm
I
sorry, we
refuse.
need a singing
Yes,
episode.
yes,
We do
yes,
not.
yes.
No.
Yes.
So, speaking as someone who has been in an a cappella choir,
Oh.
I am bored of spending 3 minutes going boom.
Aaron, have you listened to Hades Town?
I think so, yes.
Hades parts. They're fun and they're low. And you could have a lot of good fun.
We also know that Redvold at some point, if we did a singing episode, would just be rage metal screaming.
This is good.
I wish I could put my
Baby,
logo up
baby
in
metal.
the square, but it doesn't let you.
Hey, good shit.
You mean
Just 'cause I'm
Rhodey,
always just
you-
a
I
black
appreciate that
square.
Rhodey is always like blanked out because I can put links and stuff on where his face is.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's just a
That's actually true.
I'm a placeholder. I'm a
Thanks,
living
placeholder. I love you.
Well done.
very much the same. I didn't catch the end of the story thing. Very much the same tone as Patrick, and my brain filled in the starfish.
Is that not? Wait.
That's not what they wrote. But my brain filled in Patrick the starfish.
What?
I just picturing Patrick singing like "Hey Little Songbird," but like. But in like the "No, this is Patrick" type thing. But hey, little
All right.
songbird.
I've been a good boy. I've done the things I'm supposed to do.
Good boy.
Good boy.
Every time, just it moves a little. Can we be that? Are we allowed to be that kind of podcast? Can I say those things? I'm sorry. Nobody reacted. I was like, oh shit.
I don't think we've elapsed the 15 minutes.
It took me a second to process that.
We're gonna earn that fucking explicit tag this time, baby. All right. Okay.
Oh dear God.
Y'all get your
Is everyone ready to start?
I still can't think of a fun fact. I'm sure I'll think
Oh,
of it when
same.
it comes to it.
Yeah, fuck.
We're gonna be fucked this week, y'all. I'm sorry. We are all
Only
retired
this week? I
and
thought
crazy.
it's every week we play.
Ha. Hee ho ha. We may be the only people here right now. Actually, I see like oh no, okay, there's more people coming. I was like, nobody's here.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, don't disrespect Stacy like that.
Every time. Poor Stacey. Stacey, you matter to us.
Stacey,
we
we
adore
love you.
you.
I do
you
that
just
to
got
Stacey
called
every
nobody
time,
again.
I do it. We do it every week, and it's normally not me, and it was me this time. Fuck, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hell said same. Sorry. Okay, well, welcome to Punch and Roll for Initiative, a nerdy and dirty D&D podcast made up of audiobook narrators. So maybe wear your headphones for this one. I think that's the last part of what I say. Hey, welcome to Punch and Roll for Initiative. I've forgotten our tagline and everything else about us because we're all voice actors and we're all very tired because we work a bunch, and some of us just got off planes, Marie, and some of us have been working too much and not sleeping. Some of us can't see, Sarah. And some of us, I just said, made my penis move, Aaron. So I don't even know how we function this week. It's going to be bad. But it's fine. We're good. Everybody's happy. We're ready to go. I'm going to get a sexual harassment suit in my own podcast.
Who's our HR?
I think it's hell.
I think it's you.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's
it's
hell.
hell.
Yeah, it
It's
is hell. That's hell. Oh, fuck. Hell.
I didn't need to hear.
I did.
I think Ethan's mic, did Ethan's mic just die?
I think hell got him.
Yeah, yeah.
I-
you
yeah.
can't-
Oh,
HR in action.
It crackled and then it was gone.
Yeah, no, he's
did.
I
gone.
don't
Hell
think
was like, nope.
Yeah.
That's great.
Hacking into
Fuck,
the
that's
brain.
so good.
who's been a bad cuck?
Yep, the cuck is supposed to be silent in the corner.
No,
I'm taking
no,
over as the DM now.
Yes.
It's time.
If you like these
Man,
kind of
I need
to
shenanigans,
take
though,
over.
tune in.
Hell up.
If you like these kind of shenanigans, tune in tomorrow night because we have a special.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, no,
Good
it's
time to
not
talk
live.
about it while
The thing
Ethan's
is, it's
figuring out
not
his audio
live
issues.
tomorrow night. But we can talk about it anyway.
Yeah.
So naturally, yeah, I'm just gonna steal it while Ethan is silenced in the cup chair.
He has no idea that we like. He
cat's
knows we
away.
can hear. We just
Yeah.
have no
I
idea
think
why
he's
we
trying
can
to
hear
figure
him.
it
I
out.
guess.
Excellent. But yeah, for our Halloween special, we will be doing a game of the Magnus Archives TTRPG. I recently came into possession of it. Oh, is he back?
It was.
We got
Keep
crackles.
talking.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
there you
Apparently
go.
my cord, apparently the back of my Focusrite unplugged. Wild.
But yeah, so we're gonna be recording that soon, and we're going to be releasing it on Halloween, and that's why we're recording it
Oh,
so soon,
yes.
because we got our shit together, I think. And it's gonna be really fun and
Thank-
creepy. We've got the Rainbow Dice Club joining up with us because Halloween is just a very, very special time for everyone, especially the queers. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be creepy, and if we like it and if the people like it, it could kind of be our B plot campaign that we just more content, more fun, more games that we just do. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah,
Especially if you want to be traumatized by horror.
yes, it is spooky. It's gonna be. That's the intent. Is actually freaky spooky. So we'll see how it goes.
So jealous. I hope you all have so much fun.
Speaking of new content, a reminder,
Oh,
folks,
which I need to add this right now.
Ethan is going to be uploading soon at some point the next episode in the Lone
no
Wolf
time.
series.
Don't hold your
Excuses.
breath. No, just kidding.
I'm doing it right now as you talk. Shut up.
So for those that
Procrastination.
may not be aware, we do have a Patreon where we will hopefully slowly be filling in a few more extra bits of content for you wonderful supporters. One of those is a choose your own adventure story that you, the viewers, get to choose. The second episode is recorded and with Ethan being uploaded as we speak. So do check out our Patreon.
Yeah. Oh, it's mad at me about the size. Okay, I'm gonna have to adjust the size. I got it. It's gonna happen.
Look, sometimes that happens. Size can be an issue.
Sometimes it doesn't fit, and we have to
Despite
squeeze
what
it
they've
in.
told you, Ethan, size does matter.
I am being fucked hard today, and I don't like it, but it's fine, I guess. Whatever.
Did I
We are
send you that
also.
Insta- Sorry, I'm not being
Please
tangent.
Well,
We're fucking live right now. No, it's fine. I'm kidding. Did I send you that Instagram about a cook? Yeah, probably.
I think cuck
That's
sweets.
all
yeah.
I get from you
Yeah.
guys. It's fucking cuck media.
There was
24/7 in my inbox.
There was a whole
You
cop
motherfuckers.
reception desk with like a window.
Yes, I think that's what I said to him as well.
That's Hell and you and two other people saying it to me.
Look.
It has become a fucking thing that I have to deal
You got
with
the
now.
cuck
and I
saddle.
don't
You
do
did it to
that.
There was a
yourself.
cuck saddle.
You did it to yourself. Look, your TikTok algorithm came
cuck
up.
salad.
That was your searches,
That was-
remember?
That was somebody.
Okay,
y'all
but
all
it's
sent
y'all's
it to
Instagram
me.
You didn't have to
algorithm
share it with
that's
the
sending
class.
you cuck videos to send to him. I have some further questions right now.
It's fine.
Always
It's fine.
new cuck videos.
The algorithm is on our side. All right, it's helping us out.
For now. The
Right.
the
We'll pay
Patreon,
for
a
this
couple of
later.
other things that you know, we have a bunch of like background stuff we're trying to do. All of us have a lot of visions and ideas. The thing is like getting time to do them. But one thing we know we're going to do is the show that Cleo's doing, the series that Aaron is doing, and we've also decided, because we're so behind on the episodes, we are going to start uploading raw episodes to Patreon. So if you prefer to listen to your audio on Spotify, you can
Why don't
actually
you just say if
you're
you
a
like it
patron-
raw?
if you
Raw and
you-
ad free.
if you're a patron, you can listen to the raw audio of the episodes starting probably this weekend. I'm uploading them in the next day or two to our Patreon. You'll hear the raw audios. That means it will just be like, I'm gonna cut off the beginning and the end. There'll be no music. There'll be no breaks. A lot of the context will kind of be a little more floaty. And then we're also going to take our produced, finished copies that have the music and the intros and outros and everything else, and we will also be putting those on the Patreon later. So if you want to wait for the like final abridged version, you can wait for that, and you can listen to it without ads on our Patreon. You can listen to it with ads on Spotify, or you can listen to just the raw version on Patreon starting soon. So all of those will be uploaded in the next few days, and you can just listen to them. If you're not familiar with using Patreon for this, you can just, if you are signed up through Patreon, have it linked to your Spotify, you can listen to a show on Spotify. You don't have to get a different app. It makes it very easy. So if you want to do that, you'll have the opportunity to catch up. It makes your life a little bit easier. And we do have a lower tier. There's the $10 tier that stays $10 forever. And then there's a $5 basic tier that both tiers will get this. So if you want to have it, you can do that. Okay, let's jump into introductions. I am Ethan Gray, your dungeon master. I have so many things that I'm working on. I want to just quick shout out Audio Mazes. They've been amazing. I have 3 projects with them like right now that I'm working on. I've had like 6 so far that I think I've done with them. They've been spectacular. I love them. Please go support them. They've been so good to me and several of our members of our cast who have been able to work with them as well. I really appreciate the mission they have. They've been wonderful. I also, Vera Valentine has a book called Well Bred coming out that will have a little note about me in it. So if you want to go read that, you can pre-order that book now. I have never had a book dedicated to me, and I'm very excited about that. So pre-order that book. It's awesome. I'm going to start top left, so we're going to go with Aaron.
Hello. I'm Aaron, and I play Redvold, the barbarian. Fun fact about Redvold. When he was younger, he always dreamt about getting a really nice racehorse. So he worked hard, saved all of his money, went to the dealership or stables to buy the nice racehorse, only to find it was way too small. He couldn't fit on them, so instead he hopes now at some point to get a giant horse big enough for him for the future.
Add to notes,
that is
giant
cute.
horse for Redvold. Cleo.
Shit. Hello, I am. Hello,
Cleo.
I am
Shit.
Cleo Birch, and I play Iris McGugan. And the reason I say shit is I don't have a fun fact prepared, but this is fine.
That's so bad.
So a fun fact about Iris. Oh yeah, voice actor, narrator, all that shit. I love it. I do. Fun fact about Iris is that I'll piggyback off of Aaron's thing about horses. I don't think Iris ever actually learned how to ride a horse. Like, which is
Makes sense.
strange given the fact that, I mean, Henry and the family, they're druids, and so they're very connected with nature. I don't think she ever rode a horse. Just Henry.
Somebody make the joke, please.
Oh dear.
So I don't-
Her mind went there. We all
Just Henry.
saw it happen.
Just Henry, thank you.
Yeah, I know.
Occasionally, he would be a horse. No,
No.
I'm sorry.
Look,
Just the other
all we
way.
know is Iris has a bridle, and we just know she doesn't have a horse.
I can't say any other words because none of them are good. Zach, you're up, buddy.
I'm Zach. I'm a narrator and a voice actor and stuff. Audio, the Audio Mazes things, the Light, Hope, and Stardust is out now. I think that's the latest one that I was in. I'm also in one of these Halloween ones coming up. That should be a lot of fun. I play Beryl, and to this day, Beryl doesn't actually know his mom's name. She's always gone by like nicknames and stuff, and he just doesn't actually know what her actual given name is.
I love that. Quick mental health check. You doing okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's all good. We'll be fine.
I love that, man. Marie, you're up.
Hi, I'm Marie Mitchell, and I'm a narrator. I'm currently in post-production on the Trouble with Love and Coaches by Harriet Ashford, and if you are a friendo in the Houston, Texas area, we are having a live in-person event next weekend with both narrators and the author and a podcast, literally books, next week, September 27th and 28th. So that'll be fun. I play Kaida Thorne, a human fighter with one hell of an appetite, and a fun fact about Kaida is she plays cards like she fights. Honestly, and with too much heart, and she's never won a game, but she gets good one-liners in while she loses.
I love that so much.
She prescribes to the 3 Fs. Food, fighting, and thing.
I feel like Iris actively cheats at cards as well, so if they play together,
I feel like Iris has too much heart to cheat with Kaida. Like whenever she's playing Kaida, she realizes she's
she
being too genuine. She's
intentionally
like,
doesn't, but
"Oh,
she
dear."
still wins every time, and it's like,
Yeah.
right? Because you can't help to
I'm
speak.
like, look, I don't even have to cheat now. I'm playing Kaida.
Oh, Sarah.
It's a challenge because she actually tries to sympathy lose and still wins.
absolutely.
Okay, my turn. Where's Rody?
Yes.
Okay.
Rhodey's at the end, according to me.
Okay. I'm Sarah Dawn. I actually can say this now because it's been revealed for like a month or more, but I will be starting recording of Arranged Deception by CeCe Monroe probably next month-ish. So that's exciting.
Nice.
And then I play Beatty Essom. My fun fact for Beatty this week is that she at one point did have a thing with Dimitri, Iris's son. But they decided they were better off friends. Iris and Henry never knew. They just thought they were great siblings.
Oof.
So
Phrasing.
Oh, that's some tea, girl.
Oh, they're so close. It's so adorable.
so close.
Disclaimer: they're not related. It's okay.
That's fine.
She's an elf. My
I-
kids are human.
Exactly.
It's very much what's that fucking show that everybody's obsessed with? The Summer I Got Pretty. It's just
The
that
summer
story.
I turned pretty.
Whatever the fuck. Watched half of it and I've hated every minute.
Shut up.
So do people who like it. I think they hate every minute.
Oh yeah,
They hate
100%.
watch it.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad show. I'm saying I personally. Anyway, Rhodey. you're up.
You are a grown man, so understandably.
It is not for me.
Is it me or Tegan?
It's you, buddy.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's exactly.
She froze on mine.
Haha.
Hi, I'm Rhodey. I am playing Raz, also a voice actor, audio engineer, narrator, and I actually have a fun fact for Raz this week. So Raz was kind of isolated in his society, but that means he didn't really have a lot of friends. So his thing was he named his wings Castor and Pollux, and that was his way of having. He didn't have pets, so it was his way of kind of like having having things he cared about named. But anyway, when he lost them, it was more than just losing his wings. He lost some friends. So there you go. My fun facts are always going to be depressing because you make me do them, so I'm going to make them depressing.
I no one is made. They
I'm
are
kidding.
optional.
It's not. It's a
And
joke.
yeah, we're
It's
back
not
to
enough news to me.
naming body parts.
No,
and
I was-
I thought the
I was
same thing.
joking.
We've been naming body parts.
No, I was joking with Zach earlier before we started recording that I'm like, yeah, Raz didn't have a great backstory, so he gets a depressing.
You were
fun
just
fact.
giving him all the trauma. He's
Yes,
the trauma.
exactly. I gotta
pretty
keep
boy.
it consistent, you know.
Similarly, the summer I got pretty. Dude, sad background. Everything is gonna be that show today. Be
There you
aware.
go.
If you're gonna say it right. It's summer I turned pretty.
I'm gonna keep saying it wrong because I can't remember which it is. The summer I turned pretty.
Yes.
That seems weird and
It's
bad.
the summer I got super superficial. There you go.
The summer I banged all the people. Tegan, it's your turn.
Hi, everybody. My name is Tegan Burke. I am a voice actor and narrator, just like everybody else here. I too worked on the Audio Mazes project, and I know that Hel mentioned it in the chat, but yes, Love, Hope, and Stardust. If you like supporting good causes and stuff, it was actually released as part of Suicide Prevention Month, so go check it out because we worked really, really hard on it, and it's really awesome. And yeah, so in addition to that, if you like cozy mysteries, I am recording the Life's a Beach cozy mystery series. If you like Australian murder mysteries set in an old folks home, go check that out. And I play Emmanaya Emmy Demira, very socially awkward linguist of the group. And my fun fact is Emmy has indeed been arrested once when she was at university during a pub crawl because she was trying to defend a dumpster against a raccoon, and the kitchen hand got the wrong end of the stick thinking she was dumpster diving, and so called the city watch on her.
Did the twins go to jail with you, or did they bail you out?
I think that they probably bailed me out.
It seems like they're right.
Look,
Okay.
the raccoon had it coming. Like, he was going
Lots
to
of
town
raccoon.
on
It
that
was
dumpster.
Buttons. That dude is he's a teleporting raccoon
Prolific.
who is secretly. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of this meme before. I'm way off the thing here, but there's this thing about a duck that's in this one DM's game, and he just has it like menacingly like show up randomly in the background of the party, and they'll be like. They're like, I look around, I roll a nat 20 perception check, and he like describes everything. He's like, oh, and there's a duck by the pond.
That's
And that just
amazing.
like kept happening until they realized it was
that.
like an evil awakened thing. Anyway, we should move on. All right, for our recap, our heroes are New Welldivers, which is a faction, a guild in this world that gives them the ability to go into the world below. That is a kind of a economy while also being kind of a like hero role. You can think about it as like kind of an emergent hero role where they're able to both make enough money to survive, but also it is something that is needed to happen. And so it's become more regulated and less heroic these days, and more kind of a capitalistic thing over the last few years. But our heroes joined it for a number of different reasons, ran into some trouble, got ran out of the capital city of this primary area where you become a Welldiver called Pilgrimage. They have since, on a mission for the god Bast, they have moved south to an area of the world near the Shimmering Rift. But on their way down, they came across an island that just happens to be the home of Raziel. Raziel's home is a floating island with a city-state on it known as Luxus. The party decided to take the direct approach and just come straight to the city because they were in fact invited, and Iris discovered that on the way up, her daughter was being called a princess. When she arrived into the city-state, they recognized that it is designed largely for people with wings. So the new kind of walkways were strange and kind of off-beaten. But they started to notice different species and all kinds of different people who were kind of functioning in this area. A lot of airships marked with a familiar tag that happens to be Iris's daughter, Charlotte. When they approached the city-state's capital, they were ushered in by one of the legionnaires, which is one of the primary generals of this society. The way the society had previously worked is that it was all kind of a meritocracy based on strength, where the society was led by whoever was the strongest, and the person who happened to have been the strongest the longest was Adriel. He at some point had found himself engaged in with Charlotte, Iris's daughter, and had a child. They walked in and discovered this together as a group. Adriel is Raziel's father, and so this discovery was very surprising for all of them. They were ushered in to eat dinner, where they also ran into Mayim, which is Emaniah's sister, who was shocked and excited to see Emaniah there. Very excited to show her all about this research he's been doing, but also kind of shocked and surprised that Emaniah was alive, believing that she had died. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Because of the kind of familial relation here, Raziel had decided to sneak around the side of the building and rolled a very high check and was able to listen in on a conversation that was happening in the back between Mayim and Emaniah, basically kind of explaining what happened between the three of these people. That after Raziel had been sometime after Raziel had been exiled, Adriel had gone to a city to the northeast, and in doing so, he was jumped by assassins. And Charlotte was one of the people who kind of nursed him back to health, and in doing so, the two of them decided to come back to Luxus, and at some point, fell in love, had a child, and the baby is very young. The baby is an infant. Mayim's relationship with them seems cordial and very similar in the sense that they seem like they might be a couple as well, but it is not clear exactly how that happened. They have also kind of described that this is not a common thing. Non-first, the species here is called the first. They are not allowed to be on this island. And Adriel basically kicked every Legionnaire's ass until he was able to ensure that Charlotte would be able to stay here. And so he ended up killing one Legionnaire and beat the shit out of the rest of them until he was able to basically change the entire society around the way he wanted it to work, which was allowing him to remarry. And so he's currently engaged to Charlotte. During this conversation, Mayim described this process by which she discovered she was able to bend elements out of the crystal that she was controlling, this very large blue crystal. And she described to Emaniah that it was an elemental crystal of water. It was somehow able to control all of the water on this island. And you can kind of see how the water in this island is flowing off of it. The crystal is the source of that water, and she's able to ebb and flow the water with her powers. She's able to grow additional portions of it. And then Emaniah heard from her patron and became very angry. And as she did, she started to glow bright with light. A very golden light began to emanate off of Emaniah's body as her whole body became draped in light. Not like you've seen before, where she glowed kind of almost like a nightlight. She looks like she's made of pure golden light. And when this happened to Emaniah, her sister seemed to form into pure water, her entire body becoming just water. And as the two of them did this, Emaniah looked down at Adriel, and the reflection of her light coming off of Adriel made his wings not glow white, but glow black, dark, and black. And that is where we're going to pick up. Emaniah, you are hovering over Adriel. You are literally lifted off the ground. You can hear that buzzing in your ears, that loud in your ears, as you know that your patron is nearby, somewhere watching you, somewhere observing, as you were looking down at Adriel, the person known as Nightwing.
Because it was 2 weeks ago. As my light was hitting him, was there a shadow, a massive shadow or whatnot being cast behind him?
Right. So all of the first have white wings, but whenever the light coming off of your glowing light hits him, his wings are not white. They're black. And everyone can see it.
I also have to double check something as well because I know it's on my character sheet and I don't know because I know that it was copied. There's a little bit of piece of information about Emmy's sisters that I put in about their sexualities. Is like I just want to double check that, making sure that that's like we had discussed that or not. Because if not, then that will completely erase. Some
I do know the twins' sexualities. Hang on a second. I know yours and I know the twins. Let me double check.
And that's why I wanted to double check, because if it's just an error, like, because I don't want it to come up as a story point if it hadn't been discussed. Because
Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I know it's probably not. I don't think I put it on my actual backstory sheet, but
I
I
don't.
think it's in my character sheet.
For Mayhem, I mean Brisa, for what it's worth, what she's talking about is that Brisa's gay, the twins are bisexual, but Mayhem, I don't have anything about her sexuality.
Okay, because I know that on my character sheet, both character sheets when we went Roll20 and this, when you go to the edit and you can see her relationships, it is in their descriptions there. But if it hasn't been discussed, obviously, I'm not going to bring
Is
it up
it
as a
on
point.
her backstory, the one that you sent me, and I'm just
No.
missed? And
And
missed
this is
it?
why
Okay.
I'm double checking. That's why
Okay,
I'm
I
double
was
checking,
like,
'cause-
I'm pretty sure that because I know Brisa's gay, but I thought that Mayhem was straight. I'm sorry, I don't think we discussed it.
And that's why I wanted to double check rather than bringing up it as a point and you going, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about because I have the other two are open in my book. Neither of them have like a listed
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, because
okay,
on her character sheet, I think I have.
This was
but
not
it's
me. This was not me straight washing a lesbian woman.
No,
This
and
is
that's why
just-
I wanted
yeah,
to check,
didn't know
because
she
I
was-
couldn't remember if we'd discussed it, and I didn't want to be like, oh, Ethan, you did.
How
this."
dare you take that? I know that would be even worse. Of
'Cause
just like, look,
Elder
she.
sister, by my notes, her older sister is bisexual, her middle
Right.
sister is straight, and Mayhem, at least on my notes, had been lesbian. And so
Okay.
this would
She's-
make
I have the
she's
twins
going-
are.
She's
Yeah.
going through him to get to Charlotte. We all know. We all know.
To
and that's why I wanted to double
I'll be
check, just
upfront
'cause
about
I-
this
I
too
knew.
because I think this kind of representation matters and it's worth talking about. I am kind of considering Mayhem as semi-asexual because I didn't have like
Yeah.
her sexuality isn't noted in the backstory you sent me, so
Yeah.
I've been treating
And that's
her
why
kind
I
of
wanted
like
to double
as,
check
like,
rather than coming
as like
in and smashing you
romantic
with
but
a
asexual.
Yeah, I wanted to double check
Yeah.
without rather than coming in and smashing you with a point and being like, "Oh, you did this really awful thing." No.
Yeah,
'Cause
this is whenever you were like,
benefit-
this is why I think they're in this sister relationship. I was kind of like, because again, like I want to be really clear around like I don't want to necessarily like bomb this all lore wise,
which
but
is
I have
which
been
is why I
considering her
wanted to.
ace and demi romantic, so that's
Okay,
kind of like
cool.
how I had her set. up.
cool. No, that is absolutely fine. That's why I wanted to double check because good faith, and I know that you're not gonna. I know that you're not
I'm
gonna
gonna make
completely get
sure
rid of
I know that
representation.
your other two sisters are. Because I have Brisa as bisexual.
Yes. So,
okay.
that's on me, and I just wanted to double check that because I'm
Sorry.
like, otherwise, this would have made this whole crime even worse.
Well, your ace and demi-romantic sister is now made out of water. She's right
Yes.
behind you.
Either
as
way,
you are
I
made
am
out
now
of glowing
looking at
light.
Adriel. I don't know if anybody else can see the dark wings, but I'm glowing. I'm pissed.
All of you, for what it's worth, can see them. His wings in the light. It's almost strange looking at it because the light coming off of Emanaya is shockingly bright. Like she is glowing like an orb in the sky. It's almost like she's replacing the sun coming through this window. She is very, very bright. You were giving off the daylight spell. And as this is happening, all of you see the shadow form around Adriel's wings. And it's hard to tell from your position if it's because the lighting is casting shadows on his wings. But from your position, Emanaya, you can tell his wings are just black. In the light of your form that you're in, his wings are black. And just to set the scene too for people who weren't here, because I think it may have just been Sarah. I'm kind of assuming, Sarah, you've been sitting with Charlotte because you guys are
Yeah.
basically like sisters,
Yeah.
and Iris.
Yeah, I have
There's
no
a baby,
idea-
and you're there.
I have no idea where I am in relation to what's happening.
Kaida
what is
and
going on?
Redval were like there's like a big buffet set off to the side and then a very luxurious table in the middle of this large stone room. And then there's an open balcony that goes out to this massive 2-story tall blue crystal. And that blue crystal is where Mayhem and so many people in this scene. Mayhem and Emanaya are. Kaida and Redvald were at the buffet. Iris,
You're living our best
Beatty.
lives, okay.
Yeah. Iris and Beatty were, with Charlotte and the baby, kind of just like, oh my God, so good to be together. And Raz is technically outside, and you guys don't technically know he's out there.
Iris introduced you to Charlotte as one of like the first things that she did. She's
You did.
Beryl, yeah, look. Yeah.
Beryl's just awkwardly like tagging along and like, hey, hello, right?
While this is happening and I'm glowing, I'm going to reach out to Ikoria and do the only thing that makes sense within my character's demographic and what she is. She's pissed off for Raz. She's pissed off for her sister. She very much blames him. And he's not holding the baby, is he? I just need to clarify that as well.
No, he is sitting.
Iris
He
has got
was.
Okay.
He technically had his back to you because if you to set the scene, like you and Mayhem were at this crystal that's like out this conservatory window. It's like a big solarium that has a top level that's open, and then there's this massive like open space like archway that leads into this large dining hall. The long table isn't directly in front of you, and when you started glowing, Adriel's back was turned to you. But now that you have you are like humming with energy, he has
wish I could
and
pull,
with
like, a
light,
full-
he has stood up and turned around.
I wish I could pull a full K-pop Demon Hunters and weapon out of the light, but I can't do that. So I'm going to do the next best thing and just cast Guiding Bolt at him.
Okay. Okay.
Damn.
Oh my God, you crit.
Yes! What a way to do that! That is a nat 25.
My God.
Hell yeah!
Wow.
Okay,
Let's
hang on.
go.
24
That's a
damage.
lot of d6. What?
Shadow Daddy.
Okay.
Damage.
Hang on.
I guess we're
Kaida, have you tried the marshmallow? What the fuck?
Kaida's over here taking these little cream puff patisseries and like trying to pop them up in the air, like catch them in her mouth, and then like they just all come down.
I love that moment when you actually do check your own backstory and how your character feels on certain things. And I'm like, strong sense of justice against bullies, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, yeah, this makes sense. I feel
Hang
bad.
on. I'm trying to find out what,
It's
because
okay,
you're making me
you're
pull up
doing
his
good.
stat block.
Sorry.
we just started a diplomatic incident.
Is this the start of the true end of our horrible rolling period? Because I'm excited.
Oh,
I hope it is for your
hope
sake,
so.
because
I love when the dice support the narrative of what you want to do, though. Like,
Yeah.
that's always
Do they
so
respect
good. I just
duels
have
in
to.
this place?
I have to now look through a lot of things. Hang on.
It's not expected.
Ethan's
I
like,
don't
well,
have
we
a lot
just
of-
skipped half of the stuff I prepped for today.
This
Sorry.
was supposed to take 4
One per
days.
day.
I don't think.
Yeah,
we
we're
were
not supposed to move
fight
this
these
fast,
guys.
guys.
6 episodes.
it's okay.
Even if
Likely
this
he is
wasn't
about
just
to
the king of the
annihilate me
people.
because no weapons, no armor.
This is the king of the people plus some fuck shit.
How many guards are in
He's
this
not
space,
resistant.
too?
He's not. Yeah, I mean, there are 4 guards, one of which is a legionnaire that saw you in. He's the primary concern. I think you guys have.
Like,
okay,
how well do
so
they like him though? Did they think he's a bitch? Would they just
He
let
did
it
beat
happen?
all of them
I
in
just said he
battle.
beat all the legionnaires' asses
Yeah.
to like make
So
this
gonna
work.
say-
they probably
Um,
think he's a bitch.
Let's slip the guards like a gold
Okay.
piece each
Yeah.
to just look the other way.
This wasn't
The only
really
thing that could make
meant
this
to be
better
a
is if I
battle
started
map,
to
but
float
let's
and
go
go-
ahead and
Oh,
put people
yes.
on this map, and
The
we're
only
gonna
way that this could
assume.
get better is if I started to float and went full Superman on him. So
I need to put you guys on the map because now things
Do
are
it.
happening that require this. So hang on.
So,
sorry, I know I went spicy straight off the bat, and I
That's
do
okay,
apologize.
No, I
to
love this. I just
everybody.
wasn't expecting it.
You're
This
good,
is
though.
kind of how. Again, this is not the area I didn't expect you to be fighting in the dining room, so I didn't plan a map for that. So
I'm
give me a
fighting.
second.
This sounds so fun.
I was just saying, this is worth
2 out of
fighting.
Kaida's 3
What
favorite
if it's
Fs.
like a traditional thing?
all of the sensible,
Barrel, you can put
calmer
yourself
minds
where
were
you're
not
gonna be.
near me.
I mean, I have no idea.
Redball, what
the
does
fuck.
it say? Redball, it says you're offline.
No, I'm here.
I don't know why.
I also
Okay.
don't see him. Yeah.
Are you signed
see.
in on alchemy to the
Iris.
account you should be
I
on?
was in.
Okay.
I think
Now
I
I'm
might just be hanging out near Iris.
You can put yourself wherever you would have been. This is like I was imagining like here's the left side of the table with Iris and Beatty like gathered around Charlotte. Imagine there's a table in the middle of this. You would be standing on it there, Beatty. I don't have an icon for a table.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm assuming like this is like the table's in the middle. This is where Adriel is at the top of the table. Imanaya and Mayhem are out by the crystal, and then Raz, put yourself how far outside you think you would be. This is where I have you currently.
Okay.
But you're kind of over. You're technically outside. Again, I just didn't have a map for this. But yeah. I mean, you hit him.
Here,
There's
I'll
nothing.
I'll put it way out here. Hold on.
There's nothing he can do to
Gang
stop
starts
this.
a diplomatic incident. I don't know
That's
about the gang.
So good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I'm just gonna say probably Beryl might have been over by like Redfall and Kite at this point. Probably, if you were doing stuff with your daughter and your grandchild and Beatty at this point.
She did introduce you like
Oh, yeah,
to
she
me.
was
so
so
you were the
excited.
first person.
She
on
introduced you
Was it
quite cutely.
recently?
She came over and she's like, and this is Ben.
Yeah, like literally a few minutes.
Okay,
ago.
if that was
Who's running
recent,
the
then I'll
live
buy
stream
it.
because
I
they
imagine
can't
that was a
see
while
the
ago.
tactical map right
I'm
now?
gonna switch it over there. I just didn't switch it
Oh,
over there
okay,
while
okay,
we were
see.
like putting our tokens on. I'm gonna switch it once it
Okay,
gets
just
set
making
up.
sure.
Yeah, I think so. Edit this.
You're good, buddy.
Hang on, I'm gonna edit. the-
Where is Raz? I don't see Raz on
Things.
here.
Oh, Raz
That
left.
He's
down. Yeah.
Way the fuck
He's
away.
technically outside.
Okay.
Yeah, he's technically outside of the building because he didn't want to come into the building.
For the
so
sake
he
of
is
the
technically
stream, I'm not
outside.
gonna.
I
zoom
really
out
hope
far
that there
enough
was a
to see
boom, like
Raz.
an earth-shattering
Oh,
kaboom.
yeah. We'll get. I just have to set up
Kaboom.
stuff now because you.
It was
nuked him.
unexpected.
Where's my boom?
Okay.
Where's my earth
So yeah, as this form takes Imanaya, she is glowing bright and golden like the sun, and all of you turn to look at her, and Adriel is slow to look toward her. He stands up from the table, facing the opposite direction, and then as he turns, a golden light slams into his chest, and you just hear it go, and he blasts back into the table, pushing the entire table back. And as soon as he does, you watch all 4 of the guards along the wall pull swords, 3 of which pull these long, silvery-looking swords. And the one at the very end, the Legionnaire, pulls out a trident that lights on fire the second he pulls it out. All of them begin to immediately fly at you, and he holds up his hands and says, "Stop! Stop." Are we going to fight? Or do you have something to say to me? He's looking not at you, you notice, almost immediately, Imanaya. Your passive perception is high enough to notice this. He's looking at Mayhem. She's made out of water. He has clearly not seen this before.
I let my sister speak for herself, man. Like, but I make it clear that I've got her back.
She has been standing behind you, clearly shocked by what is happening, and she kind of steps forward up beside you and says, I don't know what this is. Something about Emmy's power has activated something in me, and I don't, it's not bad. I don't think anything bad is happening. I don't know. Emmy, why did she, like, tries to grab you and goes, ah, as the, like, light coming off of you seems to burn her. She says, why are you attacking him?
You can't see his wings.
As soon as you say that, Imanaya, you hear the, like, the static in your ears getting louder, painful in your ears. It is drowning everything out. You feel your head being twisted to look at Nightwing.
Oh, I let it take me over.
Now, when you say I let it take you over, what do you mean?
I let it in because I'm pissed.
Okay.
Because Raz, like, just top of the tier, Raz, first of all. But my sister, I fully believe that he has been causing, like, this disruption. Yeah.
hang on.
Unfortunately,
I'm
I'm
looking at your
fanatical when it
spells.
comes to my family, and I believe that he's been part of the problem. And the fact is, this is part of the deal.
Beryl kind of nudges Iris and is like, are we gonna do something about this?
This is not good. She's just gonna grab Charlotte and Henry and Beryl, and she's just gonna move everyone.
Ringing,
a
in the
good
back
idea.
ringing in the back of my mind is
Actively gonna pull everyone away.
I don't
ringing
want
in
to
the back
fight
of
the
my
Shadow Daddy.
subconscious is a speech about rage for love.
Pull everyone about here. Just come on, Charlotte. Henry,
All
Better,
of you-
Edie, come on.
All of you, for the first time, begin to hear the same noise that Emanaya always hears. You begin to hear loudly. It is emanating off of her, like static, rippling off of her lightened skin, as you watch what almost looks like something falling out of the sky and slamming into Emanaya. And as it does, her eyes lift up and she says, "There you are, Nightwing. Time to die." And he's gonna have to roll a hold person save with disadvantage. Ooh, that's a nat 1 for him. He is held.
Lovely.
I'm just gonna preface. I've got Charlotte like. I have the grappling key. I will grapple her if I need to. She is not getting in between anyone and him. So I've got.
I'm here.
Here's what needs to happen, because I want to be really clear. Things are going to start happening. We're not going to do initiative. So what I want you guys to do is tell me if you want to interrupt me, and that includes Emanaya. If you want to say, like, I try to take control back, you're going to have to make saves to do that. Beryl, what were you going to say?
There is something that I kind of want to do, but I don't want to rain on Emmy's parade. So, like, Iris just moved us out of the way, so Beryl's just kind of like over to Kaida and Redvald, like, are we on Emmy's side here, or are we going to try to stop this?
I will also ask, the pendant that I wear, the blue stone that's in the center of that, is that glowing like the rock behind me?
Let me double check.
Because I believe it's part of my arcane focus. But I think I tied it story-wise. But
Hang on, I'm double checking. I can't remember now in my notes. I'm having to search.
Beryl, as nice as the food that this man has provided us is, from what I know of Emmy, I support Emmy. From what I know of him, he's a bad father. So,
I agree, but are we ready to go to war with this entire floating island right now?
Do we get
For
to
a
keep the
friend.
food if we do?
Kaida's like,
Like stuffing my face, like pulling my side out. Like, I just see, like Iris and the baby moving behind us, and I'm like, all right, let's go.
Iris's inner monologue is, "Oh, thank fuck I didn't have to try and do anything, because this was not a good man for my daughter. So I mean, if he,
I get to be a good mother. I didn't come between this relationship.
if that is truly the monologue, he's like,
It wasn't
Well?
me. Truly defensible.
So the stone behind you is not glowing, to be clear. It is floating in the air. I think in your current state you just can't tell anything about what's happening with anything around you, because you are very distracted by the fact that your body is being taken over by something.
Yeah.
You have cast Hold Person without your autonomy here on Adriel. As you do, he has to roll a with disadvantage because of something that your patron did. He rolled a nat 1 and failed. He goes to lift up his hands, like it looked like he was about to try to say or do something, and as he freezes and they realize an incantation has been cast on him, all 4 of the guards begin to converge on you quickly. They are all going to get a chance to do something unless someone would like to try to stop them. But all of them are rushing Emanaya.
Kaida, my limited understanding of this society is if you get the killing blow, you get to keep the stuff. So,
So we go.
I'm going to pull out my axe and go and stand in front of Emmy.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not to re-reference K-pop Demon Hunters, but show them how it's done.
I mean, I
I'm
wanted to
just
try to
duplicate
defuse the
Adriel.
situation here, but it seems like it seems like Ethan doesn't expect us to fight these people, and every other player wants to just fight it. So I guess we're fighting them.
Yeah.
Well,
You can
you may be
certainly
about
try
to find out
defeat.
why I don't want you to fight them.
Yeah, I know. I want to
I-
defuse
like-
the situation. Beryl
I mean, we can
feels
stand
like
there and be
he
menacing.
does, but he's not going to go against what every other person around him is doing.
Out
So
of
what-
character, Tegan doesn't want to fight.
Yeah.
It's just that Iris
Sorry.
is just holding her child. I think she's given Henry to Beatty,
Yeah.
and she is holding Charlotte to make sure she does not do all any of
Marie,
this.
what were you going to say?
In and out of character, I will fight anything tonight.
I love that for
Look,
us.
Marie didn't get to
these
fight
guys-
anything last session. So.
These guys, for what it's worth, how fast can you move? How fast can you move, Redvold?
Pretty quick. My movement speed is 45.
Okay, 3 of them can move 60 feet around, and 1 of them can move 120 feet around. So they're
Can
going to
we
get
just
there.
convince them that he's a
first.
bastard who deserves it.
Ethan, I sent you a Discord message.
Okay, are you coming in, buddy?
No,
You
I
can
mean,
just interrupt me and say I'm getting in there.
Well, no, I don't want to interrupt them. I want them to figure out what they're going to do, and I'm just telling you what I might be doing outside.
Okay.
Beryl, it should be very clear that Redvold is going to defend
Oh, yeah.
Emmy more than attack him.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
yeah, I
that.
get that.
Yeah.
The very Three Musketeers.
the-
attitude. Except for there's like
The
7 of
3
us.
here, unless anyone's using some kind of a reaction or quick spell, these guys are very fast. So 3 of them will beat
So if
Redvold.
if I notice that they're moving pretty quick, I'll trigger a rage, go
Okay.
into eagle form
Mhm.
of my rage. Let me double check all of that stuff. So when I activate my rage, I can then take the disengage and dash actions as part of a bonus action. So that means in a turn I can move, dash, and dash again
Right.
for 135 feet.
Okay, then I will say, as you see this one in this bottom corner, he's the one who pulled out the like fiery trident, and as soon as he sees the spell cast and Adriel freeze, he bolts, and that's whenever you activate your rage. Activating your rage is a bonus action too, right?
Are
Yeah.
there supposed to
But
be
it's as
soldier
part of
tokens
that
on the
bonus
board?
action, I can.
Got it.
Yeah.
What?
Are there supposed to be
They're all the
soldier
little
tokens on the
Adriels.
board?
I
can't see them.
Guys, hang on. I added 4 Adriels because I didn't prep this.
Yeah, we
You
don't
see these
Sorry.
guys?
We
Yeah.
only see the one.
Don't
No,
see
I
it.
can't see them at all.
I don't either.
I think
Oh,
it's
I
because
see
I'm
'em.
only allowed to add 1 of each guy.
I can see all
Uh,
4.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just
5.
refresh. It
5.
should.
Okay.
Yeah, there are technically
Okay.
5 Adriels.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we
so-
go.
Oh, yeah, now they
Oh,
are.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
That's better.
So
Okay,
you
Beryl
will
do
beat
something,
Redvold with
but
your speed.
It's
Okay,
not
Beryl, go ahead.
It's not at reaction speed, so whatever is going to happen with Redvold.
Well, this is all kind of like happening at the same time. They're taking actions, you're taking actions, so it's okay to say something is an action. Redvold, put yourself where you would be. You beat them there.
Wonderful.
So put yourself wherever you would like to be. All right. Beryl, what are you doing?
Okay, so this is. I mean, I'm going to try. Mechanically, I don't think it has a great chance of working, but I'm going to try to dispel magic on Emmy and see if I can dispel
Okay.
whatever seems to have taken over her.
Okay. I need to look up how to spell magic
It
works
works.
in
I
2024.
think it works differently now, but so it's a 3rd level spell.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, so any ongoing spell, and it specifically says spell, not just magical effect, so it might not work, but spell of 3rd level or lower ends, and a spells of level 4 or higher, I have to make an ability check of DC 10 plus the spell's level. Presumably,
Okay.
what's like within the flavor of the spell and in the world of the game, I want to at least try to dispel whatever's happening to her. Mechanically, I don't know if it's sound, but
You can actually. It is in fact a spell effect. But I have to look up what level it is.
I can roll my. So it's just It's just a spell casting ability roll, which I will roll right now. Which, oh, hold on. Let me. Can I pull that up? Can I just tap on my int and do that?
It is a 5th level spell.
Okay,
So you
I
have to
beat a 15.
roll.
Or
You have to beat a 15.
I have to
Yeah.
15 or higher. If I just
So what do you need on the die to get a 15?
an 11
Oh,
on the
you did.
die, which I didn't get.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, you go to dispel it, and you actually the second you cast the spell, like you feel the magic emanating off of Imanaya. Emanating off of Imanaya is hard to say. And as it hits her, you feel that same like almost like static off a radio hit you in your own brain, and you just hear it go, and then you hear it say, "Back off."
I wish that had been the start of good rolls for us as a team, Marie, but it wasn't.
I do too. I'm sorry, buddy. Hey, you know what? One of the guys rolled a 1, so the people you're attacking. Okay, the 4 of them are going to converge onto Emanaya. Mayhem is also trying to do something, so the 4 of them are going to do this at the same time that she does something. Boom. He's going to get there fast. This guy's a little bit slower, so he's going to make it, but just barely. As the 4 of them rush up, Mayhem is going to use a spell that they all have to save against. That one saves. I gotta roll 3 of these. Hang on. Roll. Save, save, fail. One of them fails. This one here, this one here fails and gets pushed back 10 feet and takes damage. So he gets slammed back as Mayhem unleashes a like wall of water from her body, and you watch her just go back up and just like push everyone back. Adriel automatically fails technically. She can't actually choose who she hits. So Redvald, you and Kaida, I need a dexterity saving throw as well. She is unfortunately going to hit all of you. 3,
I want to double check.
8 damage on this one.
About them rolls.
Good lord!
Oh, an 8.
You have like food in your mouth, so you're like, ah! You are pushed back
Not
10
how I
feet.
wanted a drink of water.
You're pushed back 10 feet from the spell, and you take, 15 points of bludgeoning damage. Ouch.
She got water up her
Um,
nose.
Yeah, a 16 saves Redvald. You do not take damage or get pushed back. This is a save or suck, so you are fine. But it hits Adriel, does damage against him, and pushes this guy back. Is anyone else trying to do anything before these guys get there? Okay. I'm going to have the 2 that don't have a flaming spear go first. What is their 2 attack? Oh. Sorry. I'm reading things. They each get 2 attacks. Oof.
If we're working on Emmy's AC.
Okay. Does
your
a
patron is
does
a
a
higher one.
27 and a 30 hit?
Considering my AC is 11, yes.
So the first guy hits twice. I'm just gonna do his damage first. He's gonna burn a smite into it too.
Love that.
2, 3, 4.
Alright.
Plus that.
It's gonna be
Plus
fine.
5.
It's gonna be fine.
That is 23 points of damage. Some of it is
Okay.
radiant. I don't think that matters. That's the first guy. Second guy is gonna swing twice. Oof. That is a 31 and a 17.
She's unconscious then.
No, that's to hit.
To hit.
But that all hits then.
Okay. 2 of those. That is 28 points of damage.
Doesn't matter, she's still unconscious.
You're unconscious? Okay. The third guy comes rushing up with with his fiery trident. He is the final guy. Redvald, do you have Sentinel or anything that can stop this?
Nope.
Okay.
Ethan, did you see what I messaged you?
I did that you want. Come in, buddy. Get in here.
Well,
You
I'm
fly
just saying,
in.
I don't know if that
Well.
would work, so I just wanted to make sure before.
Yeah, no, you can use your ability to fly. You haven't used it today, so you can fly
Right.
into the building from the back.
Okay.
There's like an open window in the back.
Well,
as I
that's
mentioned
what
earlier.
you had said, was that there was an open window like in the roof.
There's a space like right here you can come in, and technically you were like off to the side over here somewhere, so you can absolutely fly in through there.
Okay. So, yeah, I basically just have to make myself known then if this is getting that out of control. No.
You fly in and watch as Emmy is slammed to the ground as one of the two combatants. Which, as you look in, Raz, this I think strikes you the most abruptly. In the light coming off of Emanaya, everyone's wings are black. Not just Adriel's. All 5 of their wings are black. And as you fly in, what do you do?
Well, I'm gonna have sword and shield ready, and I'm gonna rush in as quick as I can, and try to get in the middle between all of them, and just yell. It's gonna go battle mode, so I'm trying to think. These are his people, but this is his dad, so I'm trying to figure this out. But he's just gonna yell a battle cry of halt. So it'd be, yeah. I'm trying to think. I can't do
You're
this
fine.
right.
Take your
but
time.
I don't want to scream in my microphone either.
Do your like voice acting yell.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, it would be like, everyone stand down, and then he's going to float in right in front of his dad, shield ready, sword in hand, hood off, like his face is not covered, and just stare ready towards his father, like he's willing to attack if they challenge him.
Okay.
And then
I'm getting Aladdin and Jasmine. I order you to release him by order of your princess.
But he's not going to stand in a aggressive stance. It's more of a defensive stance.
Okay.
See, I went
as
to
you-
Little Mermaid with, "No, Daddy, I love him."
Raz is doing this big moment with all the trauma instilled in it. We're like, you go, Princess.
Get him, princess. Oh my god.
Oh, new world.
Sorry, it's cool already. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Red Bald raises
Yes.
him up in the air. As you as you fly in, your celestial wings carrying you into this space, you land just as a legionnaire, someone that you know, a close, general of your father, is holding a flaming spear above the body of Emmy. He is about to jam it into her, and as you land and say halt, he looks up at you, and he says, "Raziel." And your father, who is frozen because he's got hold person on him, he had his hand on his sword. He was about to pull his weapon. He looks. You can tell his eyes dart to you, but he can't move his mouth or do anything else. So he's just you can just see his eyes widen as he looks at your direction. This is enough of a disruption that all of them stop. But Emanaya is down and bleeding. She has been ripped open.
Make a death save, by the way.
Well, I
Not
was
yet.
going to say,
We're going kind of fat.
yeah, who's
we'll give you one, I promise.
who's the healer in our group besides me?
Emmy is a celestial warlock, which is a healer.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it just me?
It's
Can
you,
I-
Emily,
Currently.
yeah.
Then can I... Well, could Redvald help her get up without having to do this? Can he assist her? Is that how it works? I don't know how that works.
He can stabilize her with a medicine check, but it's not like in you have to actually use a spell or an herb,
Okay.
herbalism kit, or you.
A good berry.
You have to find a way. A good berry. Yeah, she needs a way to stabilize. And I'm trying to treat each moment as fast. So what are you doing after you halt this? This man looks at you.
Well, that was going to be the thing. I was going to see if I could send somebody, or all of them, to try to assist her while I hold guard and try to draw the attention, and talk to my father if I can. But obviously he's stunned, so Raz wasn't here for that. So I'm trying to think of what to do. I'm going
Hold
to.
up, Cleo.
Yeah, what are you doing,
Trans-
Cleo? You got
No,
time.
I'm just. I don't want to be this. But if Emmy's knocked out, does the patron still through her casting the spell, or
she
with
is
the
still-
unconsciousness? Is it?
She is still.
out?
This is the reason I haven't done a death save yet, because she is still glowing very bright, and it's odd because you watched her literally just get her stomach open.
Yeah.
And then she fell to the ground. And as she did, Raz flew in here. Raz, you have just a second here to tell me what else you're doing. What are you doing, buddy?
Well, I'm gonna have to. If he's got his hand going for his sword, but he's not moving, I'm going to have to disarm him. If his hand on his sword,
He was. It looks like he was reaching for his sword whenever
Okay.
Hold Person was cast on him.
well, if
He
I
is
can tell that
currently
he's
held.
frozen, then my instinct would be to take his weapon away from him while
He has no
can't
way to
grab
stop
it.
you, so you can
Yeah.
take his sword off of him. for
Okay,
sure.
so I would immediately rush up, take the sword, and then stand behind him. So I guess it would be here. So that way he's kind of in between me and the guards. But it would basically be me with his weapon with like an arm around him. Basically just holding it in a
You're holding him hostage.
yeah, in a hostage
Okay.
position.
Okay.
In
Where
case
you?
he's
Where do you have the
back
blade
in it.
at on him? Is it around his throat?
I have no blade on him. I just have
Okay.
like basically my forearm would be around his chest, and my sword would be down by like his armpit. It wouldn't be like in a like sword across the throat thing. It's
Okay.
just I have the weapon, I have a hold on him, and I'm ready. If I have my shield in my left hand, sword in the arm that's around him. So
The Legionnaire looks in your direction. He says, "You're alive. What are you doing?" And you, Emanaya, revive at 1 hit point. I need to know if you want to resist this, because the voice inside of you is saying, you hear the like static, and it's going getting louder and louder, and then you hear, "I'm killing everyone." And you feel the light within you getting hotter.
At the moment, I think she'd still be angry.
Okay.
You leave
Okay.
and it's gonna kill us all, or
Look, it's fine.
All right.
Look,
Disembodied
Okay.
voice. It's fine.
Look, at the
Hang
moment
on.
she's angry. It's the one thing that she's actually illogical about, so.
Boop, 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 boop. 60-foot radius.
Because she's also of the belief, that this entity won't kill her outright because we have a deal. And we haven't found the rest of my family yet.
is there a difference between killing her outright and letting you die?
Oh dear.
Well, we have a deal. We still have a deal that they will help me find my family.
Darkness in the area is creating a spell. Okay. It looks like I can't pick who this hits. Says 60-foot radius, each creature in alignment. Yeah.
Tune in next
Um,
week when we all characters.
We'll be re-rolling the
sorry.
campaign.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be a problem.
I need everyone within 60 feet, which is
Where?
everyone, to,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I need everybody to roll a Constitution saving throw. Oh shit, including the baby.
Fuck.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna send you a message real quick. I'm gonna send you a message. Real quick.
Yeah, we don't do baby harm here. I need to be
Yeah.
clear
That's
about
okay.
that.
No,
We
but
don't-
even
I-
but
we
for
don't hurt
narrative
kids.
reasons, I'm pitching you a narrative.
Yeah,
reason.
we also, for
That
what
is
it's
the
worth,
only
this is a
other
line
reason
that
as
we
well,
have.
Like, that is the only thing that would actually, like, she would try to instill, like, try to pull the power away from harming the baby.
Yeah, I completely understand. And also, again, as a podcast, one of our rules is we don't harm kids. So there will be no children getting hurt here today. I promise. Something
I
magical
sent
will happen
you
that
a
prevents
message.
it.
Can I,
Okay,
like,
okay.
narratively, like, once I realize that
Ah,
this power
is
is
this a
going
dex
to hit
save?
everyone, can I try
This
to
is a
at least-
con save.
Oh,
Suddenly,
I
Oh,
really
it's
failed.
save.
I failed real
Can
bad.
once,
Ooh.
like, Emmy realizes that this is going to hit
I didn't suck
Wait,
for
how do you
one.
do the con
I got a
save? I just pushed
I think you
con.
just click
You
on
right
No,
click on the
click.
thingy.
And
Right
it's
click.
an option. But I mean,
Come on.
Thing and roll
I'm
20.
gonna use.
You
my
probably just add
Iris, the
proficiency
thing
to
that you're doing, hang on.
Raz, you probably just add your proficiency to that as a fighter.
Okay, I'll just see if
I
this
would assume.
changes
I'm gonna respond
anything.
But I
And
will.
if
I
it
will use
doesn't-
my human.
Not like points wise, but
reroll.
like if.
Oh
if
no,
it-
it's still
between
only a
the
plus
numbers.
2. You're not
See if I can
proficient.
try
Okay,
that.
okay.
Yeah. Once I
I did-
realize that when he said everyone, he means everyone. Can I at least
Yeah.
attempt to try and pull it back from
Yeah, I failed.
at least harming the baby?
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, and again, like like narratively, we're not gonna hurt babies. This will always be
I know, but,
hand-waved
like,
away
story.
somehow. But yeah, you as a character absolutely can try to do that. So please roll a charisma saving throw to try to control what's happening to you. For all of you watching, it's kind of like suddenly the sun has like opened up and is beaming
That's
directly
10.
into Emmy. Oof. As you watch her glow brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter until the sun literally burst out of her. What's your spell save, Emmy? It's still using yours.
My spell.
What's your
save.
DC? I assume it's like a 14 or 15.
Give me a second. I've actually got to go to my spell sheet. Apparently, like, where do I find that? Please,
11
please
plus
just tell
your-
me.
11 plus your charisma mod.
You would think that that'd make it easy to find on a sheet.
Do you know what your charisma mod is?
3,
So 14.
Charisma?
14.
You're a
14.
warlock,
Okay.
right?
So everybody-
charisma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's charisma. I thought you said Constitution for some reason, and my brain said the word charisma out loud, knowing what it was. Kaida, you're fine. You take nothing. Everybody else.
Literally a fail.
I got a 14, but I rolled it in roll 20 because I don't have stuff
Okay,
set up
you're
in
fine.
alchemy.
I got a.
That's
7.
fine.
Yeah, we all.
I got a 5,
all-
then I used inspiration, and then I got a 7.
Wait, what did you say you got? You got BD?
14.
14. Okay, so you save. I think you also may, because you're a rogue, have advantage. No,
Evasion?
Not on.
Yeah, do you
con
have, like-
saves.
Do you get
Yeah,
the ability to
con is
half?
rough.
At some point, you get the ability to half the amount of damage you take, and I'm asking that because I did 19 damage to everybody, except for you.
Dex saves.
Oh, Dex saves. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody who failed takes 19 points of radiant damage.
So for the first time, like ever, Beryl actually gets like hurt by this because
Fuck off.
Well,
this totally
Emmy's going to be
burns-
traumatized by
This totally burns through his arcane ward. You see this like sort of it's this like
yeah.
flash of light and it like shatters. What the how do I apply damage to just in this? I click on the thing.
I'm clicking the button initiative just to change the music. It's
you
not
click on
because
your
I want
HP and
to.
you've got to remove it and then
You don't
press
need to worry
tick.
about initiative.
Yeah. So you said 19 total.
19 total damage is how much you guys take. All of the other people.
Do I get advantage since my dad's in front of me?
No, actually, as a matter of fact, you're targeted by this version of it instead. Did you roll? Did you roll to save?
I did. I
Raz
rolled
rolled a 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Raz, how many hit points do you have, buddy?
Well, if I take the 19, I have 21 now.
Okay. Rez, you take 45 points of damage.
Well, I'm down.
That is more than double your hit points. How many total hit points? do
40
you have?
is my total.
Okay, so you don't die outright. That's good news.
Yeah.
But you and all of the other people take 45 points of radiant damage, and as you do, 3 of these guys immediately like collapse to the ground, like burning in this radiant light. So I'm just gonna hide the ones that happens to. The one who is a whoops,
They all went away.
hit all of them. That was weird. I guess they're all or nothing here. Show them all. I'll just delete them, I guess. I can probably do that. No, I can't. Remove. That works. The one that is a legionnaire and your father are both still up, and they don't look like they're that bad off. But, you know, Raziel, you and Adriel and your legionnaire, who is kind of like maybe a distant uncle in your mind at some level because he's been around your whole life, all of you take 45 points of damage. Very clearly, this thing was targeting your people.
Right.
Emmy, as this happens, you are drained of all spell slots and have 1 hit point, and the radiance leaves your body and you fall down in your normal form.
Oh, damn.
And as soon as you do, Mayhem loses the water too. You watch the water actually suck like away from her toward the crystal, forming back into the crystal and solidifying as it like comes off of her body.
So what happened?
Iris, Charlotte failed this save. The radiant light was headed directly for her. Beryl, your arcane ward shattered around you and you took this damage. And as you do, you turn to look and see something very similar to the damage, the like arcane ward that you're normally able to create. And Iris is somehow creating a field of energy around her body that is protecting her and Beatty and Charlotte and the baby. Iris, you take the damage that Charlotte would have taken. You take an additional 19 points of damage.
And Henry's as well?
Henry should not have been hurt. He is an
Henry's
immune
saved,
target.
He gets half, he's
This is
fine.
Skyrim rules, baby. I'm not going to
We
make you take his
protect the
damage
baby.
too.
Okay.
So
Well,
if
that's
you
better
are
than I
still
thought.
conscious, you take that amount of damage. 28 points, or 38 points.
38 points?
Of
Yeah, she's
damage.
unconscious.
Okay, so Iris, and like you watch Beryl, you turn and watch as Iris is somehow generating this field of energy, this white shield that is glowing in front of her as you just watch it go and it's hitting her and she's pushing back against the energy and then she just breaks the energy and it slams into her and she hits the ground. Both Charlotte and Henry completely safe because of her sacrifice and her ability to control this somehow generate the shield and control her, the energy hitting her. Beatty, you were also protected by this, but you did manage to you felt the heat at first and kind of scooted, and then you realized like you're inside this like energy shield that Iris has somehow created, but now
I
Iris
think
is
I
unconscious.
had been holding Henry, so I think that's good.
Good. But Iris is unconscious next to you and Beryl.
Okay.
Emmy, you still have the hold person spell concentrated on Adriel. And it is up to you. Now you have your full faculties. You have the ability to decide what you do about that.
I stand up. I'm still holding the spell.
Okay.
Beryl just kind of like says to Emmy and Charlotte, like, look after Iris. And I'm going to kind of hustle up over here and kind of get in the middle of things and just
Okay.
sort of be like, Emmy, is it you again?
Sorry, is Raz hugging his dad?
Yeah, kind of. He's got him in like a chokehold.
Okay.
Well, he was until he got completely wiped out. But yeah.
Got blasted.
Okay. So Raz is on the floor though, unconscious.
Raz is conscious, I believe, right?
No, he got.
No,
Oh, you got knocked out.
You
Yeah, no,
basically
so
you were no
gave
longer.
me a grace of not
Sorry.
You were
absolutely
no longer.
killing me.
You were no longer. I mean, I have to do double your hit
Okay.
points to outright kill you. You take that. You take that hit and just collapse off of your father, who is still conscious, but he looks worse
Okay.
for wear.
Just
For sure,
smoke.
they are both
well,
bloodied, like visibly.
Dropping. Okay, so backing back then, I would drop that and I would actually, if I can kind of go around this way, race
Yeah.
over to Raz and use my. I have a healing light.
Mhm. That's at range, right? I think you just cast that.
Oh yeah, I can. I'd still be. I'd still run up to him. 'Cause
Good Lord, I
not really
rolled
thinking.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I rolled 6 max damages on that roll against the first.
So guys, this is gonna be the closest we're gonna get so far. So I mean, I don't know.
Well, level 4, right?
Oh, the Marie blanket's getting real high.
We're
I
at
got
level
2 blankets tonight, y'all.
Oh.
5.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
I would like to basically give Raz all my healing light. So what is it? 5d6.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Go ahead and cast those. You can roll them and see how much you give him. And I don't think you have to touch him to do it, right? It can be a range.
I don't have to, but she's not thinking about that. How do I?
Right.
She's
yeah,
thinking
that's
about
fair.
those abs she saw in that tub.
Weird about this.
As you move
Matters.
away from the legionnaire who just watched you basically like explode everyone, he goes to do something about it, but he is clearly like Redvald. You can tell as he tries to like pull up his weapon that his eyes are white. He is blind.
Let's go.
So yeah, I run up to Raz and just
Like you run off and he's like, huh? Where are you?
I run
You
up
can't do anything.
panicking and just 2 hands onto Raz's chest, just 14 points of healing.
Okay. You are conscious and stable, Raz.
She's panicking.
The other concern we have right now is Iris is unconscious. Beatty, are you doing anything about that?
I have no. I mean, I could try.
Charlotte's a druid, so
Just-
she
this is
can
downstairs,
do
so
something.
chances are I probably
Okay.
didn't even realize Iris is down.
I.
Um,
She's also
I
got
probably-
her fanny pack, and it's dramatically opened a little bit, and there's a little.
a little bit of candy
I
falling out of it.
I was thinking like,
or
if
Charlotte,
anything,
which is a druid. And
Yeah.
she's powerful. And
like if
stuff.
anything, Beatty would like rifle through her fanny pack for a good berry, or be like, Charlotte.
What would Iris's favorite animal have been whenever Charlotte was growing up? What would have been something that she really, like, anytime you
just
saw it, you would have been like,
delighted
I just love those things.
I just love that. I think. Oh God, why can't I think of any animal?
It's you don't have to name one. This is what Charlotte like holds out her hand and begins incanting the spell, and as she does, the animal that she most associated with you growing up, you know, like for my own
Red
like
panda.
personal mother, my grandmother was obsessed with owls, so like that's kind of like a thought I would have whenever I think of her. She
Yeah.
would manifest an like animal thinking about who you are. Or even a tree, like it could be like an elk or something, or an elm or something. Sarah is struggling.
No, I'm like, why? I thought of the first animal that came into my mind was a honey badger.
I thought of a mongoose.
I love
I'm really
that.
glad you didn't say dolphin, and it wasn't gonna be like it's slowly just like.
No. I think I am a person obsessed with owls, but I think for Iris it would be a bear.
Okay. A small like bear cub appears, hovering above you, kind of just like, almost like dancing, moving around the top of you as magic drifts down on you, and I think it's 2d6 around. Yeah.
What is that chiming noise, by the way?
It's the encounter thing. I realized it was, and I'm turning it back off because I hate it so much. It's you immediately regain 4 points of healing, and every round, if you want to, as you're just like around this healing spirit, which I think lasts for a minute, you can just roll 2d6 and keep recovering health.
Oh, fuck,
It'll
that's
just follow you around. As all this is happening, Adriel is still frozen. You have healed Raz. Adriel's eyes are dark, but so are his wings. Seemingly, all 5 of the first that were in here, their wings are dark. But you also now, those of you who have high enough passive perception, which is probably just Emmy and Iris, can hear what sounds like people are moving toward you.
I'm focused on Raz. I'm just like panicking. Raz, wake up. Please get up. Please.
Raz, you are conscious. It's up to you what you want to do about that.
Just trying to
He lies there.
Trying to-
silently.
magic.
It's like-
Even though
He's doing
I
the
don't have
Sandlot
even though I don't have the healing points, I'm like still trying to like force magic into him to like heal him. 'Cause until he does something, I think I've killed him.
Yeah. Roll a medicine check.
He's doing.
Give him mouth to mouth.
Raz?
With a 10, you are not sure if you're feeling a faint heartbeat or if it's just your own pulse pounding in your hands. You are not sure if he is alive or not. I love to think that's in character that Raziel's just saying.
No, the funniest part is that I was muted and didn't realize it, and then when I unmuted, I just let the story keep going, and I'm like, cool. It's funny because y'all still think I didn't say anything, and I've just been letting Emmy freak out this whole time, and I love it.
On brand.
What did you
Yep.
say?
Well, I said I assumed with getting jolted down like he did with just getting hit so hard, and then getting all the health back, he probably would have been like a
You are, for
defibrillator.
what it's worth, blind.
Okay. I didn't realize I was blind too, but okay.
Yeah, everyone who got
shit.
hit by that with the full force of it is blind.
Okay. Well, then I guess Raz would kind of wake up in a panic. But Adriel's still frozen, right?
Yeah, he is still. The spell is still
Okay.
being concentrated on.
Is Beryl blind too, or just the first who got hit with that?
Only the
Super
first.
damage.
There was
Okay.
They basically got hit by a higher version of it.
Only
and
the
everyone
ones,
who
yeah, the
failed-
45 damage.
All of them that failed took the 45 damage, and they're blind for a minute.
Nice.
They can't save out of it either. They are just blind for a minute.
We can take him.
So Raz sits up like full, like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Like sudden revive kind of thing. I mean, I guess he'd be feeling around. He's got a sword in his hand, so I feel like in character he'd kind of be not swinging as much as like feeling with the sword. So I'd be afraid I'd stab Emmy, but still, it's
I assume you took the sword and its hilt because it was still inside or in its sheath. The sheath is the word I'm looking for. The
I
hilt
figured
is
he
the
pulled
sword.
it out. And,
Scabbard?
Oh, okay. Well,
Like,
then
put
you have
his-
scabbard. You have like a whole blade just out there.
Yeah, because he would have put his sword away and grabbed his father's.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, because all he cared about was making sure that his dad didn't have a weapon, because everybody knows how good he is. So you gotta get the advantage. Yeah, I mean, I guess
no,
he's.
Ethan.
No, it's okay. My brain's like, not the appropriate time to say something about swords.
I could feel Aaron eyeballing me. I was like, don't fucking don't do it. His dad is so good with a weapon, and I had to
Clearly, we
grab
all
it.
deflect using comedy.
Fuck me, God. Okay, yeah.
Dad Vault does not approve.
So, do you stab Emmy?
Well, no, he's not trying to stab anyone. He's just feeling around. So I feel like all he's worried about is where is his dad.
He
But-
pokes me with his sword.
Sorry,
You
me
had
and
your
I,
chance, you
me and
lost it.
Cleo at the same time with it. He's feeling around. Fuck me. Hey, hang on. While you think about what you're gonna do, Redball, there's a blind legionnaire in front of you who is not dead, but he is blind. He has a big flaming spear in front of you. I kind of assumed that you and Beryl might want to do something about that, but I wanted to ask. Did you have any plans for this?
I was about ready to grab the glowing Emmy and book it 135 feet away from here, but Emmy just moved. So,
So he's like,
yeah. So I'm confused as to what should we do now.
Yeah,
I want to protect Emmy, but don't need to.
Fair enough.
I think maybe we should all just stand down and. I'm sure this was a big misunderstanding. Emmy wasn't feeling herself, right, Emmy?
Do we rip off their wings now or later?
Well, that was what I was about
Later,
to
Fred.
yell. Was I feel like if Raz is totally lost, he would start asking where his dad is.
no.
like-
Okay, so he's like feeling around with a sword. I would very gently take his hands while like, Raz, it's me.
But all he'd be concerned about is where's my father? Where is he at? and just aggressively like searching for him because he knows he's frozen still. I assume. Well, he assumes
He's still right next to us.
Then he would grab his wing and yell for Redvald to come
coming
help
over.
him. Be like, Redvald, I need you. It's like he can't
a
see.
live
So
drama tonight.
I'm gonna help
Yeah, you
Raz
got
to
no
his
idea.
fate.
Well, you got this whole person.
I assume I know what the other
Vengeance?
Legionnaire's name is, correct?
Yeah.
Do we have a name?
frankly didn't give him a name. Hang on.
That's fine.
Ricky!
It's now Frank.
I'm not calling him Ricky.
Frank is good, frankly.
That's what I'm
Let's call him
Jeffrey.
Let's call him Lazia. Oh my God.
Lasagna.
Fuck.
I thought you were about to say
Lesbian.
lasagna.
Lasagna. Let's call him Lazia.
That's much better
No.
than
Azrael?
Lesbian.
I'm trying to give them all EL names. Let's
Yeah.
just call him. Let's call him Gabriel. That'll work.
Okay, Gabriel's good.
This dude's
Um,
name is Gabriel.
But Gabriel's not frozen, correct?
No, but he is blind.
He's just blind, right?
You were also blind.
Right. So basically, I would have one wing of my father's sword, kind of trying to find the spot like near the base, and yell towards Gabriel, and be like, "Gabriel, I will cut his wings off if you do not stop right now."
Gabriel turns in the direction of the voice he heard, and all of you, I think, at this point, who may not have seen before, see that his eyes are just white across the front, like his pupils are like whited out. He's like snowblind. And as he is facing your direction, he holds down his blade, and he says, "Raziel, I don't need to see to kill you. Don't do this."
And I would, if I can hear the weapons down, I'm going to turn to Redvald and say, "I need you to hold on tight to both of his wings and don't let go." And it's just I need him strong on the wings and then Raz basically going to reach out for Emmy and ask if she can guide him to be in front of his father.
I'm going to acquiesce to his request, considering that I just tried to kill him. But I also I just say quietly, at the moment, Raz, he can't fight back.
Perfect. So, is she going to help me? How long does this thing last anyway?
The hold person.
Is
How long
the
is the spell
concentration?
duration?
It's probably a
It's concentration, but it is empowered through her patron, so he can't roll out of it now. He is
Okay.
locked into it.
Yeah,
trying to
I know. I've helped Raz to stand in front of his father.
Okay.
Who is
As
is
he
also
hears
blind.
movement, Gabriel is going to panic. He can't. That takes too long. And he is going to cast a spell. How big is this? 100 feet long.
I love how
20 feet
tonight
high.
did not go at all how I think most of us expected.
I'm so proud of everyone for just going for it.
I thought we were gonna get into a fight.
That was pretty sure.
I thought we were gonna
The
get into an
anxiety of making this decision and making it everyone else's problem.
assassination. It's okay. Good. Good.
I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second here because I don't know which one of the two of these he would use. Probably this one because he's fucking blind. Okay. Okay. You moving, he is going to use a spell. He can't aim it, so he's just going to put it in front of him and he's going to yell out and say, "Adriel, survive this!" And
Uh-oh.
I need everyone in this radius.
I just want to make sure
Oh,
you
we
meant
can
to say Adriel and not Raziel.
Yeah, he said Adriel
Okay,
survived
okay,
this.
just making sure.
He doesn't give a shit if you do.
Yeah, yep.
I need everybody to make a dex save. That was just in that circle.
I didn't
I
see
did
it.
not
I didn't
see
see it.
no.
Huh? Oh, I forget you guys can't see things. Kaida, Redvald, Emmy, Adriel, who fails automatically. Raz, Beryl, and Mayhem all have to make a dex save. The DC is 16.
Yeah, I got a 2.
Oh no.
I got a 9.
Fail, fail.
I'm starting
fail,
to think
fail.
that this
Fail. He's also gonna
platform
hit himself.
He doesn't like
has it
us.
out for us. Yeah.
Yeah, my rolls suck.
The only good dice roll was to start the utter chaos, and then everything
Which
else. Is...
I respect, because if it had been like
Yeah.
shitty, you know.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
it's
that
just so fun.
Now
been
that this
sad.
is happening, I am taking the baby and leaving this room.
Please do.
I'm
Okay.
Please do.
not.
As you are running out, because Iris is being healed by Charlotte, you pass Tarvin, who came with you guys. He was
Fucking
waiting at the door. He was waiting at the door. He doesn't know what's going on, and he, as you move up to him with the baby, you see
Yeah.
a number of like the way these people work is they all operate underneath a legionnaire, and they have like smaller and smaller ranks, and so you see a cadre of about 20 winged people flying at you. As Tarvin looks at you and he goes, "What was all the noise in the?" Oh, and he looks up and sees all these people coming at you. I need everyone who just got hit by this, which I think everybody except for Redvald, who you take half damage. So everyone but Redvald takes 26 points of, well, it's fire and radiant. So if you need me to split that, let me know. And Redvald, you take 13 points of fire and radiant damage. Is
Great.
anyone conscious from that? Is
I'm
anyone alive?
unconscious.
I'm,
Emmy's
How many
out.
points?
I'm still I'm still up.
26. Okay.
I'm still,
I've still
up.
got 23 hit points.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Must be nice.
Hardy bastards. Raz, how you doing, buddy?
I'm down.
Okay, Raz is unconscious.
Raz
And
is
as he
Mayhem is
falls,
unconscious.
he just slices.
Emmy, Mayhem, Raz are unconscious. Redvald is conscious.
What?
Adriel is conscious.
That you said that was fire and radiant damage. What
Fire
happened?
and radiant.
What happened? What?
He pointed in front of him and he unleashed a like whirlwind burst of fire. He did flame strike, which is a
Got it, yeah.
4d6 radiant and 4d6 fire damage.
What cool. Yeah, I was just looking for like
This
a
guy's a little
description of what
this guy's a
we
little bit
just
higher
went
level
through.
than you are. Yeah.
Yep.
He just like basically burned himself and all of you in a pillar of fire, a 20-foot pillar of fire that lit up in the middle of this room. And he didn't know where you were, so he just put it directly in front of him and hit all of you, including himself.
How's Mayim?
She is unconscious. Mayhem and is it Mayhem or Mayhem?
Mayhem.
Tegan. Mayhem.
Sorry.
Mayhem,
Mayhem.
Emmy, and Raz are all immediately unconscious. Charlotte, who has been healing Iris, immediately rushes up and yells out, "Your princess commands you to stop. Now. Stop." Wait, she has an Irish accent. "Stop. Now. Don't do anything else."
Irish would just try and like grab her before she leaves. It wouldn't be effective, but just
Yeah, she
like-
doesn't walk very far. Like she just like stands in front of you and you grab her and she yells that out. But I mean, when Emmy goes unconscious, Adriel immediately regains control of his body. Reaches for he like was in the process of reaching for his weapon. Reaches for his weapon, realizes it's gone, and he is blind. And he whips around, and he says, "Did I
Is
hear
Redvald
Raziel?"
still holding his wings?
I'm still holding his wings.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You were holding on to his wings, and he goes to rip around. And he said, "Did I hear Raziel? Let me go."
Hi, Daddy.
What are you going to do?
That's getting clipped into an episode for sure.
Hi, Daddy.
This is Marie's
Tell me that was
moment.
in character, please. I just like to think Kaida did that in character.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Hey, Daddy.
It's like, wow, he's got all the riz.
Not another one.
Shadow Daddy. That's what they do.
Yeah, he is like looking around. He's blind, and he is like hunting around as you're holding his wings. He's trying to speak to Raz, who is unconscious.
Your legionnaire just knocked your son unconscious, and our friends. Once again, maybe we can all stand down and talk about this now. If anyone can help. Beryl's like hair is singed, his like beard is on fire. And he's like,
I can't stand down any lower.
perhaps we can all just talk about this.
He, Adriel, like, you hear him, like, breathing heavily, like he's trying to, like, center himself. He's like... Charlotte, can you heal them, please? As soon as I can see, I will heal whoever needs it. I'm trying. And like he's like holding out his hand for his fiance, but he is being held by you, Redvald, and he is, as he is breathing, you can feel heat coming off of his body, just like fire, cold. It's like shifting. You can feel the heat and then cold rippling off of his body, the energy tearing away from him as he is desperately trying to hold his composure.
Does he seem sincere?
Roll an insight check.
That is a 10.
I think it is difficult to tell as you're holding this man's wings in the position that you heard Raz describe as how they rip their wings off. You may have assumed that was kind of the intent, or at least holding him here with these wings is a way of like restraining him. You realize as he is pushing this energy off that he is probably capable of ripping you apart without having to do anything.
Okay, because I was about ready to lift my foot and put it in the small of his back between the wings and rip, but
Wow.
You get the thing with a 10 insight that I will give you is that this seemed that badly injured for it. He looks like he is doing relatively okay, and you can feel, much like whenever you rage, you can feel the just like the desperate control that he is trying to maintain.
So since I'm behind him, holding onto his wings, I'll lean in a little bit closer, almost whispering into his ear from behind.
Getting
Okay,
more erotic by the minute.
but I don't know you very well, but I love Raz and Emmy and Beryl. I promise you that if you don't heal them, if you hurt them, I will hurt you. And then I let go.
Okay. He is blind, so as you let him go, he like shrugs his shoulders and he looks back at you and he says, "Nolan, sure you are friends are healed, but my son is my responsibility more than he is yours."
I've been more of a father to him than you have. Don't you dare call him your son.
Roll an intimidation check with advantage.
Fuck yeah.
Or I'll tell you what, either just a straight persuasion or intimidation, because technically that's not really an intimidation, but I assume your intimidation is higher.
I'm assuming he's not stepping forward to feel the lump and tangle of bodies at his feet.
So
No, he
this
is
is
fucking staying still.
like one of my favorite parts of my barbarian skill is that because of my primal knowledge, I get to use strength for intimidation.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Do it.
So you get advantage and you use strength. I assumed you
Yeah,
would
so
get to
it's
do that.
just I can use my strength check instead of my charisma, basically.
Yeah.
Yay!
But are you still raging? Because
Yep.
then you get advantage on strength.
That's a
checks.
26.
Took all that damage.
Yay!
Nothing has stopped him from taking damage. It was contested, and you did roll higher than him.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And you sense his demeanor change. And I'm going to kind of let that 10 insight roll. You're not sure exactly what he's feeling or what his intentions are, but you get the feeling that really that hit him in the heart in a way that he wasn't expecting, and you see his mouth open to say something, and then he closes it and looks the direction of Mayhem and Raz, not really knowing what is in front of him, and just kind of staying quiet to your response. He clearly had something he was about to say back to you, but in saying that, he turns forward and looks away from you. He reaches down, feeling a body below him, and he is able to share his regeneration with someone else. And so the person closest to him is Raz. So Raz, he reaches down and you regain 20 hit points.
Oh, nice.
He cannot tell who else is around him, but Charlotte immediately rushes up to begin healing people, and she'll move the spirit that was on top of you, Iris, so the bear moves over above Emmy, and Emmy, you're gonna heal 2d6, which is 6 points of healing, and then she's immediately gonna move it over to Mayhem. All this has happened very fast, so she still has this for a little bit, and Mayhem heals for 7 points of damage. She's conscious. The people that are on the floor are those of you who are looking around. They are dead. They are not people who can be saved by magic. Their hit points are beyond at this point. They cannot be saved outside of resurrection magic. And Beatty, you don't know that as you watch these 20 soldiers flying toward you. Tarvin looks at you confused, and he just goes, do we need to leave?
Yeah, you probably do, you fucking coward.
He looks back at you confused because he's never heard anybody call him that before, because he's never been around when y'all saying it. You've yelled at him, but he's not very observant. And he always thinks you're talking to somebody else because he's like, it can't be me. He looks at you.
Beatty also made sure to cover Henry's ears when she said
Yes.
He looks at you and he says, no, I'm a coward. I meant, should I can teleport us out of here if you would like to move away from whatever is happening with the baby.
I mean, yeah, that's probably fine. If you can be
Yes,
useful.
take a hostage.
Where do you want to go?
Just away from here. Outside. Far away.
Okay, that's all right. Well, I can only do this today, and you watch as he opens a doorway in front of you, and he says, "This will take us back to the boat if you want to go there."
This is the most useful I've seen you be. Where has this been?
He looks at you again like, I've been helping the whole time. What are you... He's like so confused as he like walks through the gateway. He's like, what are you talking about? I saved Imaniah's life. And then he like walks to the teleporter. He's just so convinced that he's been useful the whole time.
And little Henry is going to get a whole heap of granny time. Later.
Exactly.
Iris is still here. Yeah. Iris is still
Beatty,
on the adventure with us.
Yeah.
Do you go through the portal to the boat? That's where he says it's going.
I feel like some part of her is like, but baby, but so I think Beatty, just for Henry's sake, I think we're gonna go through the portal to the boat.
Okay, we'll add kidnapping to the charges.
He's my nephew.
I was going to say.
I'm keeping him safe while
No
we're
borders have
doing
been
this.
crossed.
You know what? No, I'm being
Whatever
a
makes you
good-
feel better.
No, I'm being a good aunt. I'm gonna say the whole time she's like making little fireworks with prestidigitation to keep him entertained.
This is an instantaneous. You can only move 500 feet, so you can. Oh no, he has an unrestricted. Whoa. Okay. That's a cool ability that he gets. You can also teleport one willing creature. I'm gonna say the baby doesn't count because it's little.
We're not getting
close
into the debate of
immediately.
when it counts as a creature or not.
Aaron, don't do this.
Look,
They've got to be
I
5 before
don't-
they get a soul. Everyone knows that. If
I
you,
think he has to be able to actually like understand the concept of what is happening to be able to make a decision.
I think baby's vibing, and he's like, yeah.
Yeah, the baby
It's just-
seems weirdly the
like-
baby seems fine.
He's excited by
Um,
this
Wait,
bright
actually,
flashes
question, Ethan.
Yeah.
When the lights and such, what color were Henry's wings?
His wings were also black.
Oh, he has wings.
I'm really
It's
protecting
just
the
a
baby
phase.
now.
He'll grow
Yeah.
out of it. It's just a phase.
Hate me today. No, I'm kidding.
I have to point out, Stacey just goes, "Are souls like kneecaps?" They'll grow in eventually.
So when you get your kneecaps, you get souls. Everyone knows that. When you have
said you
no
get souls in
kneecaps, you don't have
5,
a
so I'm
soul
like,
yet. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, babies
When-
don't have kneecaps when they're born. It's weird.
When the soft spot closes.
That's when they get a soul. Their soul has to slip
That's
in
when
and
it's
last.
trapped inside.
Yeah, great.
Okay.
The soul's deciding if it wants to be in there. It's just trying it out.
Percolating.
Anyway, as you guys, I left the screen. As you guys teleport, he apparently has almost no restriction on this. He can go pretty far. He gets you down to the boat, and as soon as you arrive on the boat, you see your other compatriots sitting at the boat that you left behind, the Harpy, whose name is Pick, that I just keep calling the Harpy. You see Scarlett, you see Red, and you see another person, a woman that you don't recognize, a woman who has white hair, who is sitting down having tea in a teapot that you don't recognize. And as you teleport out, she immediately stands up and backs away from the dimension door as it happens. And as you walk out, they go, "Oh no, this is our friend. It's fine. You can stay." And she starts moving back forward and kind of sits down. She has very white hair, much like the first, but she does not have wings either. Jumping back over to the group of people who are about to get invaded by 20 dudes. Do y'all need to take a break? Do y'all want to take a 5 minutes break scene thing?
Look, how often do you get asked, "Do you need to take a quick break before you take on 20 dudes?"
You know what?
I guess it depends on
It's-
what you do for a living.
It's important to take breaks so that you don't.
Hydrate.
Stay
Look,
hydrated.
Yeah.
It just goes to prove that Redvold is about to give a little aftercare.
Oh God. Do you want to take a break? We can push through if you don't want to.
Let's take a little.
Yeah, let's take like a
Okay,
Yeah, I
let's
think
take
we-
5. All right.
Yeah.
Bleh.
We're back.
Bleh. Okay. All right. Well, B is teleported alongside Tarvin to the boat, where they see a woman they don't recognize with white hair, and their compatriots. The rest of you are still here, and you can now very plainly hear, without any of you needing to roll anything, that there are a number of soldiers. Like, you don't hear running, but you hear wings flapping and heading your direction, shouting very militant sounding orders as people are heading toward you. What would you guys... All of you are now conscious, being healed by Charlotte. She has yelled out to stop, and Adriel has stopped. The Legionnaire has stopped as well, but he looks like I don't think it takes anybody an insight check to see how itchy his trigger finger is. He is ready to throw down the second he gets a chance to.
Can we all run for the teleport, or is that closed now?
It is an immediate. That's what I was checking earlier. It's a dimension door spell, so it closes immediately. Like, he opens it as soon as they go through it, it's gone. He only has so many spells.
Yeah, he's so helpful.
I so appreciate that Ethan is like, I will defend him.
I have made Tarvin like this like person,
Hey, I'm
and
on
all of you
Tarvin's
hate him, and it's
side.
my favorite thing. No, you're not.
I'm on
I
Tarvin's
love that all
side.
of you hate him. Don't feel bad about that. It's great.
I don't hate Tarvin.
I love that
No,
Tarvin.
Emmy stood by him each time.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
I love that Tarvin hasn't made an impression on Raz at all. It's just like everyone's so
I mean, he doesn't
emotional.
talk too much. He's mostly
Exactly.
just rude.
I'm like, Raz hasn't had zero interaction with this guy that everyone else hates.
Yeah. He's
I would
my
like to
for what
play-
it's worth, he's my performative male insert who like seems very performative male, but he's not technically. So he's like doing all the performative male things, but it's just because he likes it.
He's also in Emmy's friend zone because he's the safe choice.
I saw this one time about this character. Like, wouldn't it be miserable to be the guy who loves romance novels and avocado toast and wearing the kind of like hipster outfits, and you're not doing it to be performative, but everyone thinks you are? And that's 100% what Tarvin is. He loves his romance
I
novels.
know. Which
He's
is
very,
fine.
he's
He's
very
got the
much-
man bun. And
He
everything.
rings of like fuckboy, but he's literally just like,
But-
I just really like this relationship in
It's
this
just
novel.
genuinely who he is.
That's why.
I'm excited to find out how the Minotaur
That's why.
stretches.
This is exactly why, though. He's in Emmy's friend zone because he's the safe choice.
Oh, no.
They share
Fair enough.
romance novels. They both want to know about the Minotaurs.
Morning glory. Yeah. Okay.
But game-wise, I would actually like to put myself between Raz and Adriel.
Okay. I mean, he can't see, so he can't stop him.
I know, but I'm still going to put myself
Yeah.
between.
Guys, I think
gonna
we just
protect it.
committed a war crime. Are we staying to be arrested or are we running?
I think Iris would look to Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte walks up with you, Iris, and she says, if you could give me a few moments with Adriel, if you could give me a few moments with Adriel, I will try to, talk to him about what has happened. I would like to understand it as well, but I can tell, and she looks over in his direction, that he is trying his best to be different than he has in the past.
Emmy, I need you to know that I trust and will follow you. But, what the fuck happened?
I'm going to shove those feelings right down and ignore him. Because that means she has to feel guilt right now. And I'm not going to do that.
You have a very distinct feeling left very, very plainly, like, in your heart from when your patron, like, whatever essence was in you, that the revelation of the Black Wings, like, you could feel the way that they felt vindicated in seeing the Black Wings at the first. Like, it was, you almost felt the emotions of, like, aha, see? Like, inside your own body before they were pushed out. And I'm not saying that you have to feel that way, but that's very much the impression that your patron left, like inside of you as he left.
Yeah.
Hate that wording.
I think Iris would lean over to Beryl and she'd be like, "This is a pickle, but I do think if we try to run, they're just going to scoop us all up and it's going to be worse. So I think we put on our sociable hats and we play nice for now. Okay?" And she kind of pats him because she knows that the social hat for him is not great.
Right, yes, well, I also think that would have gone over better before we murdered some of them, but, well, all right, we'll see how this goes.
That's true. I mean, they seem like a war people. You know, maybe that's part of it. Maybe we've got more respect now. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
And to the group at large, Beryl to say, for what it's worth, it does seem as though Miss Master, General, whatever, Adriel, it does seem that that you're not quite the man I was led to believe. So if you could see it in your heart to forgive our minor wee transgression here, I'm sure we can all agree there's a good explanation.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oof.
Can any of us
There's
help?
very little reason that I should have done.
Like,
how do you help? Tell me how you help.
Internally listening to this, Emmy is cringing because it's not coming out.
He's not charismatic. He's very charismatic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not giving him disadvantage.
My -1 is enough of a disadvantage.
Other than
mean,
like looking at Charlotte and like giving her
the
a
4
thumbs
dead
up.
bodies in the
that's
room,
about
like-
it.
Oh, thank
Hey,
God.
that's
17's
good.
pretty
Hey,
high.
very
All right,
nice.
my first high roll, my first decent roll, an 18 for a
It's been a minute.
17.
Okay.
Ah.
He looks in the direction of your voice because he is like you see the snow blindness is leaving his eyes. He's starting to be able to see, and he's like trying to blink against it, but he's still not fully unblind. He's still not fully sighted, I guess. And as he looks in your direction, he says, "I need to speak to Charlotte, and I will be with you after." And if you are all willing to allow him to, he will step aside to speak to Charlotte.
Is his blindness not? It seems like he's just blind now. Just blind.
It lasts for a minute,
Oh,
so
okay.
he's been unable to save against blindness because of the level of this spell for a minute. He does tell Gabriel to go and stop the people who are coming this way and to not allow them into the room. He tells him go, and like Gabriel's starting to regain his sight at the same time because they were both blinded at the same time, and he says, "Gabriel, go stop the warriors coming into the room. We must ensure they don't see this before I am able to formulate it." And Gabriel will fly. He says, "Yes, sir," and flies to the end. It is at this moment as Adriel is walking over here that Charlotte looks at you, Iris, and she says, "Where's Henry?"
She's with your sister Beatty, dear.
"Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sure he's fine. That's fine. He's only a few months old. It's fine. I've got to.
It will be okay.
I've got to let go. I've got
he wasn't
yeah,
hurt.
I know. It's my first time parent. I've got
No,
to
you have
let him
very
go.
good instinct. Very good. But
Yes,
this is the one time. It's okay.
Could you go just to make me feel so much better? Could you
I'll go check
Could you
on
go?
it.
Thank you. Go get Henry for
Sure,
me. Thank you so
dear.
much.
I'm sure
Much better.
BDSM's maternal instincts are spot on.
That was loud. I'm sorry. I clapped accidentally so loud. The two of them move to the side and begin to talk.
As he moves away to go talk to Charlotte, I'm going to like wait a beat and then race over to my sister.
Okay. His wings are still, for what it's worth, black. They have not changed back. So have Gabriel's. His wings are also still black. They both don't seem fazed by this. They don't seem to care that their wings have changed color. Mayhem is standing up off the ground, looking at her own body, like, confused, and she's like, "Emmy, what happened?"
Honestly, between you and me, I'm not exactly sure, but well,
This is the This is the entity you told me of? What did you call it?
I didn't.
What? You told me you made a choice, that you... Was this it?
I made a deal to find you all.
Emmy, can you please be playing with me? What deal did you make?
That I will stop darkness. To find, well, for help to find all of you. Because to me, you all vanished. And I wasn't about to give up on all of you.
I'm gonna see if she's insightful enough to recognize what you just said. Yeah. She looks at you and she says, Emmy, we didn't... I promise we didn't give up. We went home. The house was cleared. We have searched. Our sisters are in different parts of the world. We have traveled looking for Father. We have asked everyone that... We talked to the twins. No one knew where you were. We thought you were dead. We paid people to cast spells that we couldn't cast to find you.
And
we
you didn't
could
think
not
that
find you.
odd that I just vanished without a trace? Have I ever, have you ever known me to be quiet about anything?
No. But I've also never known you not to respond to us.
So don't you think that that's unusual or odd that I didn't?
Of course we did. We looked everywhere for you. We talked to everyone for you. And we did not find hide nor hair of you or Barty. No, the entire family was gone.
Again, you didn't think that odd?
Of course we did. But we couldn't contact any of you. And when people disappear and powerful magic can't find them, you assume they're dead.
And you wouldn't think
It's
that's
been-
suspicious at all?
That whenever we cast a spell to try to find you and others who have disappeared, that you don't respond and may be dead?
What I mean is, okay, yes, I might have been dead. Because your magic couldn't find me. It couldn't. It's not that it just couldn't find me. It couldn't find Mrs. Barden. It couldn't find Barty. All three of us went missing. The house was empty.
And
You
Father
don't think I would
either.
tell you any trace of where I'd gone? Left some kind of note? Nothing. And the fact that I said that there was nothing, you just assumed I was dead.
It was a year before we assumed you were dead. We all looked. We were desperate. We plumbed our savings, all of us, to try to find any trace of you. Or
And
any
then
of the family.
eventually you just moved on.
That's what people do, Emmy. When people die,
I can understand if I died in my sleep or in battle or there was a body, but it was a mystery. I just vanished. I vanished. Barty vanished. Mrs. Barden vanished. The house was empty. The twins didn't know where I was. All of these people who were incredibly close to me, no one knew where I was. And you just went, well, I guess she's dead. I'm going to move on with my life with a psychopath who rips off his own son's wings and throws him off an island.
she looks at you and cocks her head. And
I
she
suppose
says,
it's easy for you because you can make a new family. Well, guess what? So did I. I stalk off past Red Balls.
She starts like yelling out, Emmy, And she's just like so tired she can't chase you. But she starts to kneel down and cry. And you watch as she starts to form a, like, those of you who are looking in her direction, which obviously Emmy is not anymore.
I don't know what direction I'm looking at.
you can see again now, buddy, because your father can.
Okay, good.
All of you went blind at the same time, so
Very tough.
you're no longer blind again. She begins to form like an almost like crystalline shell around the bottom half of her as she starts to as she kneels down crying in this position, almost seemingly accidentally, like this crystalline form is like beginning to shell around the bottom half of her. It doesn't grow all the way up, but she forms this strangely crystalline structure around the bottom half of her. She's crying on the ground. Raz, you hear your father call you. He says, "Raziel, can I speak with you, please?"
I think he's gonna hesitantly kind of look towards the group first. Eyes are gonna linger a little longer on Redvold, almost like he wants to ask him to go with him, but I think he's gonna slowly just go on his own.
Your father avoids your eyes. His teeth are gritted. His entire jawline is strained. He is clearly uncomfortable, frustrated. He looks at you and he looks up at you for the briefest of seconds, then looks back down and says, "I have tried to become something other than what I was. Charlotte has an idea. The 4 first that perished here, if they were killed by your kind, by your friends," he corrects himself as he says kind, "by your friends, I will have no choice but to kill all of you. But if you, a member of the first, bested them in battle, it can be justified. Are you willing to say, to lie, that you killed these 4 men? He corrects himself again. These 4 first."
Raz is just gonna stare straight into his face, just no emotion, just kind of can't believe all this.
Yeah, this is very opposed to what you grew up with.
And the fact that he's trying to act like he's holding some tradition again. But he'll... Here's the thing. Raz is not going to use words. He doesn't want to talk to his father. But he will give a soft nod and then toss the sword, his father's sword, at his feet. And then turn back to start heading towards Redvold and the group. Just to see if his dad's going to challenge him. But he's turning his back on his dad.
Your dad, Adriel, bends down, his wings outstretched to their full length. His wings are only second in size to yours. As he reaches down and picks up his sword, he says, "Raz, I need to tell you what you really are before it gets your brother killed.
He'll stop and he won't turn around, but he'll fight literally the urge to turn around.
This is not a conversation I can have in this hall.
He will turn around finally and face him. Where do we need to go?
He points behind him, and a familiar space but is behind him. His personal, like observation deck, training room, office, whatever you want to call it, is behind him. This is a very martial, like he wasn't doing paperwork here. He was like training and commanding, and like this is this
War
isn't
room
like a
kinda stuff.
paperwork society. Yeah, this is like a war room that's behind him. You've never been in that room before. You were never allowed. And he points behind you, and he directs Charlotte to step to the side. And he begins to walk into that room.
Raz, you good?
He looks back, trying to look confident, but really unsure. And he'll give a soft nod. Again, this one's actually a kind nod, different from the passive nod for what he gave his father. And he'll be like,
It's nods all the way down, baby.
I'll be fine. And then he turns and follows where his dad's leading.
As you walk into the room, I'm gonna let kind of a story beat happen here for the rest of you. What are the rest of you doing? Charlotte comes back over to you, Iris.
Before she does, Iris, she's walked out. She peeks out. She looks for Beatty.
Yeah, you see Gabriel like blocking the 20 men who are standing at attention with their spears up like this, like standing in the doorway. You peek
She's like,
around, nothing.
And she walks back in. She goes to Beryl with a lot of composure. She goes, "Baby's gone. Beatty's got him. I'm sure it's fine. But baby's gone, and we're just not going to say anything for now, okay?" Yeah.
They just went to get some fresh air, I'm sure.
Yes, I'm sure she took him to. We haven't gotten rooms yet, but I'm sure she took it. I'm sure it's
He
perfectly
was fussy.
fine
He
and
needed
lovely.
a nap, right? They went
He
to find
needed a
somewhere
nap.
quiet.
Exactly.
For I wanted to ask a quick question, but I didn't mean to cut you off, Cleo. If you had.
Oh no, that was it. Then if Charlotte comes, we'll do more. But
In the last, in our time here, have I noticed? Do the first have their own language that they speak amongst themselves, or do they just speak common?
Around you, they've only spoken common. What languages do you speak?
That's a fun question for this character sheet. That I
All,
have to-
all of the ones
first
that you're
speak a-
allowed.
The first speak a similar language to Celestial, so anyone who is capable of speaking Celestial can kind of understand it, which I think Emanaya can, right?
No, Celestial is
With-
under
no,
the
oh, yeah,
2024
only with
rules. Celestials are
Thompsons.
now.
Yeah,
I
exotic languages. So
I speak Common, Dwarvish, and Giant.
interesting.
Uh,
No, you can't understand the languages being spoken. Raz can,
Yeah.
and there are like feats and stuff you can take to learn them, or using spells to learn them. But they are speaking when they speak to each other. They mostly speak in this other language you've noticed. But there are so many non-first that you have been around since you've been here. They've been speaking common the whole time.
Okay, but I would have noticed that they have their own language that they speak sometimes. Can I say
Yes,
that
they do speak.
like in between the last time that I chimed in, I forget exactly what that was. I said something to somebody. While Emmy was having her moment with her sister and Raz was talking to his father, if that was like 10-ish minutes, Beryl had his spell book out and was ritual casting Comprehend Languages.
Yeah,
just
sure.
in case over the next hour or so I happen to overhear any conversations amongst the
There is
first.
writing actually on the walls that's written in Celestial. This like the first language. It's like a bridge of Celestial. The thing that you notice You're a learned person, and the thing that you recognize about the language is that it almost looks like how Latin looks like a root language for English. This language looks like a root language for Celestial. It almost looks like this predates Celestial.
Proto-Indo-European.
Yeah, if you can imagine, like, the first characters of Celestial pre-Celestial. That's kind of like what the words on the wall look like. And then as you cast Comprehend Languages, the majority of it is some kind of a history. It's almost like a retelling of different things. But there's like, honor above strength, and it's like there's a list of like different characteristics of the people that go around the room. Honor above strength. You see one that says defend before attacking. There's like a bunch of different phrases like that around the room, kind of illustrating the martial like structure of this people.
Wait, kinda. Do you actually speak Celestial?
I do, yeah.
Oh yeah, you do.
How did you get Celestial?
I love that.
She has one of the things that lets her do it.
Beryl's like
Celestial and
deciphering,
Sylvan.
and she's like, "Ah, yeah, this."
No, but the linguist can't fucking know languages.
She took the thing that lets her do it.
Just so
Yeah,
casual.
you actually kind of the whole time. You haven't even realized that it's not weird that you can just like you've been able to read the walls the whole time.
It's like what you guys can.
Beryl's,
You've
like,
been able to
struggling.
like, just tell what they're
Is that
saying.
not normal? What, like it's hard?
This is
Yeah.
like it's hard.
Yes.
You guys don't know any angels, you weirdos. Yeah, no, you're able to understand the same kind of thing. Like the walls speak mostly of in this specific room, mostly of the kind of martial endeavors that they expect the people in this society to engage in, which is at pretty stark contrast to the like, the adaptation that Adriel is doing now. Whereas like normally it seems like based on the tenets around this room that he should have killed all of you and then like claimed victory and all of that. And it seems like he is kind of running against the rules of this society at this point. Is there anyone else who wants to do anything while before we segment over back to Raz and his father?
Redvold goes to wherever Emmy is and just says, Emmy, do you need a hug, a shoulder, an ear, someone to sit silently with you, or do you need privacy?
I'm happy if you just sit for a bit. I'm not really sure what I'm thinking or feeling right now.
Okay, then let's just sit.
As he sits next to me, I like scooching closer and like lean against him. Because this is what I imagine an actual dad feels like, because mine travelled a lot.
What's D&D without daddy issues?
We need daddy issues in the D&D.
Dungeons and daddy issues, I maintain. This is...
Dungeons. Yeah. Raz, in your father's observatory office, training room, war room, whatever you want to call it, he closes the door behind him. It's a large marble door, a heavy door, one that you remember as a child like not being able to open. But he is able to like lift and close it. And as he slides it down like into its, like you have to pick it up, carry it over, and drop it into its locks. It's almost like a test of strength for whoever holds this office. Of like you have to be able to do this, or you're not allowed to be in this role. And as he drops it in, he walks over to a desk, and he kind of like leans his hands back against it. Starts tying his sword, or like slides his sword back into its sheath, and looks up at you and points behind him, and he says, "Do you remember this tapestry?" And behind him is an illustration on a very old piece of parchment that appears. It looks like a circular disc with like different continents or water. It almost looks like a map of the world, and then around it you see 4 circles, and each of them have a different color. There's a blue one, a white one, green one and a red one in a circle around the like plane.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he would have ever snuck a peek at this in his room before?
I feel like has it always been in this office?
It's always been in here.
Yeah, I feel like Raz would have at least tried to have gotten into this place at some point. But would he been allowed to have been in here at some point?
Not really, but that doesn't
Okay.
mean that you couldn't have. Again, like the way you were raised is like you get what you get from strength.
right.
Like you take what you want, and so if you pushed your way in here and looked at it, then that's up to you.
Can I roll to see if he has?
Sure.
Just because my thought is he would try to show respect over strength with his dad, even though he might want to try to prove himself privately. So
What do you think you would roll for that? Because my gut is like a history check, but I want to hear like what your thoughts are on that.
well, I was almost thinking it would be a deception check in the sense of if I have seen it.
Sure.
But
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Actually, can I do an athletics? Or you said it's a strength thing, right? Can I
Yeah,
do a
it's
strength
basically like
check
a-
and see if he could have done it in the past?
Sure. I'll set a DC at like 15.
Okay. 17. Ooh, 21.
Okay. Yeah. You definitely like push past the guard or push this door open, and you've seen this illustration before. Written around it in the language of the first is the name of the elements. You know,
Mm-hmm.
earth, air, fire, water. Primary elements.
Okay. You know, I was thinking previously he would have tried to have played like he was trying to be honorable towards his father, but I think now he'd just admit, he's like, yes, I've been in here before.
Stands up a little straighter, turns his back to you, but not like in an offensive way. He's just trying
Mhm.
to like explain. And he says, "We taught you as children about the 4 primal elements of all planes that exist. Water, air, earth, and fire. There are 2 that we did not tell you of. There is light, and there is dark. Long ago, the first were not known as the first. We were known as the Umber. Before time, before planes existed outside of our own, we were the guardians of the dark. And because of that, we were used in service of the dark in ways that have been written out of our history. Since then, since the convergence, since you were born, since we were able to have children, we were able to harness all 4 elements. 5. Air, Luxus can fly. The water gem controls the supply of water. It is one of the 4 primary crystals of the world. 6 primary crystals of the world. It's hard to unteach a lie that you've said so many times. We have the water crystal here. We have always protected it because it has power that can be manipulated in ways that it shouldn't. And there are scions of those 6 elements
avatars, capable of controlling each element. I am the Scion of Darkness, and I have been since time immemorial, but I have to pass it on. Eventually, my control has waned, but I can only give it to a blood relative, and I was going to give it to Henry.
I think weirdly enough, that moment would quietly sting Raz, even though it seems like something you wouldn't necessarily want. The idea that his thought was to pass it on to the other son, I think would burn, but he wouldn't acknowledge. He wouldn't try to let it be known.
He looks up at you and he says, "There was a time when the old ways of this world were so embedded in my heart that I couldn't see someone weak, someone who had had their wings taken from them, capable of being an avatar, of being a scion. But I see within you that clearly that is not true. You have grown in ways I couldn't have expected. Your brother is too young, and he will be too young for too long because the scions have manifested. Mayhem is the scion of water. And that means if she can control water, then all of the scions have awakened. The last time this happened, the universe was created. I have to pass this power on before whatever is happening happens. I don't know how long I have to do that.
I think Raz is going to be in a bit of a... He's a duty-oriented character. I mean, like, that's his personality. I think he's going to reluctantly just ask, what do you have to do to pass it on?
There cannot be two living scions.
Is it a duel, or is it a sacrifice?
I don't know. He points up at the parchment behind him and he says, I know so much less than I wish I did. I've been alive for millennia. And I have done nothing but fight the entire time. When I found Charlotte, I thought I was going to die. She and Mayhem taught me a different way of living, and I have beaten it into these people, because I believe it is the way forward. I don't... He, hesitates and takes a deep breath and says, even still, I don't want to die. I did. Before I exiled you, I wanted to die. Before we exiled your mother, I wanted to die. But now that I have Charlotte and Henry, I don't want to die.
Raz, is Charlotte in the room with us, or is it just me?
No, she didn't come in. It's just you and
Okay.
him.
I think out of this moment, just for my knowledge, is there a resurrection ability?
I mean, you know of spells that can revive people.
Mm-hmm.
Roll an insight check too.
Okay.
We have killed one guy multiple times.
Right.
Yeah,
That
take a
dude's
sip of
different.
whatever he's got.
That dude is special.
Shit.
Hey, special. Okay.
18.
With an 18, you know your father well enough to know that your father tends to jump to extremes. Like he is always. I mean, granted, like so do you, right? Like this is something you're
Right.
recognizing this moment of like he is
I'm a
trying to
product of-
learn a
yeah.
new method of life, and he is trying to do this, but he feels like his back is against the wall. That he has no other method on this. You don't know if that's true or not.
Okay.
And you know your father has always been hasty to jump to like, I guess I have to kill everybody, or I guess I have to die. Like that's always been a
Yeah.
pretty common. Like it's always like everybody's got to die, or
All
I've
or
got to
nothing.
die. Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your dad's always been very all or nothing.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like Raz.
Very much. It's almost like you were raised by him.
Who'd have thought? Okay. So. All right. Well, I'll get back into the moment then. Is there a deadline? Is there some time that you know this needs to be dealt with?
I don't know. I know that Mayhem's powers have awakened, and that mine haven't. They did before, which means they should now. I'm assuming your friend is also a scion. And I believe we may have killed the scion of air. She
I
was a
think-
harpy.
Oh. I think Raz is going to be confused, though, because I haven't really been around this crew since all this stuff has gone on. I think Raz is going to be kind of taken back by my friend being one. So I think he would question what he thinks about why he thinks one of his friends would be one.
Your friend who tried to kill us all.